What the heck? What is this song? On a breakfast line. Oh, Missy Elliott. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Ugh. Dude, it was just pouring out, and all of a sudden the sun came out. I was like, what in the heck? I mean, it was pouring this morning. Holy crap. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Oh my God. It's another wonderful morning. How's everybody doing this morning? I am doing great. Just driving my way home. Almost home. Almost home. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Um, yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm like, yeah. How's everybody doing? I'm just sitting here thinking. I got some stuff to do today, but I figured I'd pop on to say hi to you guys because I'm gonna be gone for a little bit. So, I figured I would just pop in, say what's up. We'll talk for a little bit, and yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Not much to say. Yeah, right. Sleepy for Friday morning. I did not want to get out of bed this morning. Does anybody else ever just want to like throw their alarm clocks across the room? I actually used to do that when I was younger. Oh my God. I used to break alarm clocks like crazy. My mom was like, stop breaking them. I used to like, I don't know. I was like half asleep. I would pick it up and like yank it out of the wall. Like, I can't stand the sound. But good thing, I have an Alexa now, and that's my alarm clock. And that thing's pretty expensive, so I don't want to break it. It's not like a $20 alarm clock. It's like, a couple $100 or $100, whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I'm probably not going to throw that thing. But God, is it annoying. I just can't, I can't stand the sound of alarm clocks in the morning. Drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. So yeah, I just didn't feel like getting up today. I couldn't go to sleep last night. I went to bed pretty late, like around like 1, which is late for me these days. I used to stay up until like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, sometimes later, but I've been going to bed a lot earlier. Um, so yeah. You woke up sick? Oh no. What happened, Purple Rain? What happened? Um, I got to show you guys a clip of a video. Did you guys see? I don't know. It's supposedly went viral on the web, but this girl was like in the middle of the street in Nassau County, which is the next county over from where I live, and waving a gun around. And all of a sudden, the cop, the Nassau County cop is in like a SUV. They got like I guess like these little Ford, I don't know, Escapes. I don't know what kind of truck it is. But it's a Ford, but I don't know what kind of Ford. Um, he takes her out, dude. He just took her out in the middle of the street driving. I'm like, holy shit. Which was a good move because, like, she was waving the gun around. She was waving the gun around. I just got to say this, and this might upset people, but I was just telling my son about it. I'm like, dude, the cop, made a good move. Guy, what are you doing, guy? You're sticking out in the middle of the lane. Um, the cop made a good move. The video is not that graphic. He kind of like hit her with the side of the car a little bit. So she just fell down. It's not like, you don't see any blood or anything, right? So my son's like, of course, like, I want to see the video. So I go to show it to him, and one of the news stations here is like, oh, they cut out the part where where the cop hit her because they're like, it might be too disturbing for some viewers. So I'm like, are you kidding me? Again, it's not like she, went, they hit her and her body exploded or something. Like, they literally, like, clip her with the little corner of the truck, and she just fell to the ground. That's really all that happened. It's not that bad. They're like, some viewers might find this disturbing. I'm like, okay, dude. It's like, really, what kind of society are we living in? So I'm like, let me see if I can find another clip of it. So I go to News 4, and they're like, it ends up, they're like, oh, we got more information on this person. Okay. So it's not really a woman. It's a man. It's a man. I'm not sure what their, pronouns are. Okay. But apparently they identify as a woman. I'm like, okay, so we could talk about that on the news, right? But we can't show where the cop takes a heroic action to take a gun out. I mean, are you kidding me? Like, I'm not against that stuff, but I'm like, that's, like, why can't we show where the cop acts as a hero, but we can talk about this person's gender? I just don't understand that. I don't understand it. You know, what does that even have to do with anything, really, at the end of the day? But because I feel like they're always pushing that agenda on the news lately with everything. It's just weird. They're pushing it everywhere, but especially on the news. And I'm like, okay, so, you know, I just don't understand. I don't understand why they couldn't show the cop hitting her. It wasn't a violent hit by any stretch of the imagination. I'm like, the cop made a heroic move to save people because she's walking around waving guns at people in the middle of the street. That's scary shit. But the cop makes a heroic move and they're cutting it out of the news. Why? What the hell is hanging from the wires over there? Hiding it from the news? Rel? Is Rel in here? That Rel? Hey, Rel. What's up? Long time no see. Just because you want to be a gender doesn't mean you have the equipment DNA to be that gender. Well, I mean, I don't care what you do. I honestly don't. If you want to do something, that's fine. We talked about this a while back because there was somebody in our community and they got really upset because the cops referred to them as a she, or I'm sorry, as a he. And I said, dude, like, I don't know. I had trouble understanding that because I'm like, I mean, why do you get so offended? If that's what you were born as, I just don't understand why you're getting so offended. At the end of the day, you are what you are, no matter what you try to do, biologically, you are what you are. So I don't get it. Nothing against them, but the LBGQT has more rights than you and me. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, they're gonna talk about that on the news, and that's okay, but they're not gonna talk about the part where the cop took the person out, you know, because you know what? Some people might find that disturbing on the news to talk about because their kids might be watching. Like, I'm not comfortable. I gotta be honest with you. They're like starting to like push this stuff in schools, and I'm like, I just don't know if my son at his age needs to know about this shit right now. Maybe when he gets older, the same way I wouldn't talk about sex with him right now because he's 10. I just don't know if he needs to know about that right now. I just have my feelings on certain things, and people might not agree, but, uh, you know, I don't care what you want to do as an adult, but as far as kids go, fine. You want to let your kid dress in the opposite gender's clothing, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to like changing their biology as children, I'm not okay with that. Like, I think that that's a decision that should be made by the person when they are an adult, because there's a lot of people that might think, right? Because when I was a kid, I was like a tomboy, but I didn't want to be a boy, but I was a tomboy. I was definitely like not really girly. But you know what I'm saying? Like, things change as people get older. So you might change your mind. You might feel one way when you're a certain age. It just doesn't make sense. It's like, well, we don't let kids vote, right? For our president. We don't let kids do a lot of things because they're kids. They can't buy alcohol. But you could decide to go get hormones and change your sex at 14. Like, really? That's a pretty big decision. Or you could go get gender reassignment surgery at 14. That's a big decision. You can't get a tattoo, but you could go start taking hormones. Like, I don't know, man. That's a big decision to make with yourself at that age. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I feel comfortable with that shit when it comes to young people. If you're older, do what you want. I don't give a shit. It doesn't affect me or my life, you know? I don't care what you do. But as a kid, yeah, that shit is, it's a big decision to make for a young kid, you know? I watched this video the other day of this person who went to go be intersex or whatever. I'm sorry, I forget the name. It was a person who was born as a girl who then wanted to transition into a boy young. She took the hormones, which resulted in her growing facial hair. That shit's not reversible, dude. So she grew facial hair, um, and then started, getting a receding hairline. The voice deepened, and then she decided, I don't really like this. Isn't the life for me. This isn't the life for me. And then they wanted to go back, but there is no going back with certain things. Once you start taking those hormones, your body's changed. Your physio, whatever you call it, your body is altered, and there's no going back. And that's a really scary thought. You should be 21. Yeah, exactly, Ro. I agree 100%. And now they're pushing this stuff in schools where they're like making gender neutral bathrooms and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, God, man, this is kind of crazy. Like, what if I say tomorrow, I want to be a black man like Ro? You know, I mean, I can't do that. I'm a white woman. It ain't happening. I wish I could be. I wish I could have some, what do you call it? Some of the privileges men have, but, you know, it don't happen. It ain't going to happen. I was shocked by Bruce Jenner limping. I think him coming out over a lot of people really changed, you know? I think it really changed our society. He came out at the right time, during the height of the Kardashian show where they had a lot of influence and a lot of people followed suit, and it became a really big thing in our society. Which, like, again, I don't care what you do with yourself when you're an adult. The thing with the kids bothers me, because kids change their mind. When my brother was young, he was like one of those kids who went through phases. One year he would dress a certain way, the next year he would dress another way, and then he don't dress like that anymore. So, like, kids change their minds a lot. you know I don't know, I just don't feel like we should be doing that. Yeah, doctors shouldn't be able to do that. I'm sorry, not on children. I don't know, I look at that. You ever see that Jazz Jennings? The mom and dad let him, okay, it was a boy, born a boy. And since the kid was about, I don't know, I think about 5 or 6, they let him change. I mean, he went through full change. I didn't know this. Oh my God, this is so disturbing. I was watching this video about them recently, okay? And I didn't know this, and this might be disturbing to some people. I'll put the warning out there. But when you get that surgery done, right? You're a man, you get that kind of surgery done, for the rest of your life, you have to stretch the opening that they made. Otherwise, much like if you got an earring, a piercing, right? The piercing would close up. So it's like the same concept. So from a very early age, this kid had to do that to themselves. And so there was like a clip of the mom like yelling at them to do that. And clearly the kid doesn't enjoy it. I don't think it's a very comfortable experience, to have to do that. And I'm like, oh God. And now, the kid's having a lot of trouble in life. And it's just like, did the parents make a wrong decision for them? It's just scary, dude. What are you doing, dude? Why are you touching my printer? Dude, the dog just turned my printer on somehow. How did you do that? Bro, you're weird, Ovi. I knew about gender changing from an early age. I just knew it was other person, people on their journey, wherever it was, non-negative effects knowing. Yeah, like I don't look, dude, I really don't care what you do as an adult. I don't. I really just don't care. You know? If you feel happier inside and better and you're gonna be a more productive human in society, doing that, fine. I have no problem with it. It's just when they're children, that part just worries me. How many kids are we going to have out there that are, going to be regretting decisions that they made like that? That's a pretty serious decision to do something like that. To dress another way, fine. I don't care. But, if that's what makes your kid feel better, fine. But to actually go through with like a surgery, oh, we go out. That's scary. Or to put them on, hormones, that's scary, dude. Because that's gonna alter your chemistry forever. Your body, that's a scary thought. Kids do change their minds. I mean, perfect example. Look at all the problems that Jazz has had. Right, her parents started on hormones very young, and then she had the gender surgery before she was 18. And had problems from the surgery. Like, I didn't know that. I just learned that. I didn't know that you have to do that. I didn't know that you have to stretch yourself out. That's crazy to me for a kid to have to do that. A kid who's, that young, right? Who's not sexually active or whatever, to have to like do that daily. I don't know. That's a lot of work. Don't make a permanent medical change for something that might be a temporary phase. That's how I feel. Parents shouldn't be able to make that type of decision for their kids, But they might argue and be like, well, if your kid had cancer, would you do something? Well, yeah, that's different though. You can't really compare that. People have been transgendering for a long time. Back then, those people wanted to be a man or woman, not a transgender person. Yeah, people have been doing this for as long as there's been people, I mean, the surgeries and everything and that's pretty new. And like, again, I don't care what you do with yourself. I don't, when you're a grown ass adult. The kid thing for me is an issue for sure. And I have friends that have children that are transgender, but I don't know, I don't ask questions. I don't need to know their personal business, but I think about those things because I'm like, what if this is just a phase? What if this is just something that they're, going through right now, but they may change their mind in the future? Jazz is kind of a brat and her parents wrapped around her finger. Well, yeah, true that. Angela Julie allowed Shiloh to make a decision, but luckily Shiloh didn't go too far because she changed her mind. See? That's what I'm saying. I mean, there's adults that change their mind, but at least those adults could, they're responsible for their own decisions as adults. You're talking children who are not, I don't know, we don't allow children to get piercings and tattoos and, all this other stuff that alters their body. But, then you're going to allow them to take hormones. Like, I'm sorry, I can't make sense of that, or have surgery like that. I can't make sense of that. Because in one respect, right, we're like, well, children are too young. That's why our society doesn't make sense sometimes. They're like, well, children are too young to make decisions. They're too young. But then at the same time, we're like, well, they can make that decision. It doesn't make sense. The rules have to go across the board. If children are too young to make decisions like altering their body by getting a piercing or drinking alcohol or voting for the president, whatever, then they should be too young to do any kind of life-altering decisions. Look at Rosie O'Kelly here in our community. She's doing... Get out of here, Ems. No. She's detransitioning? No way. Why? Just out of curiosity, why? I'm grateful I didn't have to contend with this series of overreach by the masses when my kids were young. Children should have to wait to 18 to decide what a shit show. I agree. I like, as you guys could tell, I'm kind of fumbling all over my words because this is like it's just one of those topics that like make me feel uncomfortable to even talk about sometimes because I don't want to offend people and hurt people's feelings. You know what I'm saying? But like, I also feel that it's an important thing that we should talk about because, I have a kid and I'll tell you right now, if my kid ever came to me and wanted to do that to their body, it would be a no. I would not do that. But it's confusing to kids at the same time. And it's being pushed in our schools right now. And I just I don't have the words to explain to my son why, I don't even know how to explain that to him at this age. Hey, Alexandra, how you doing? My niece has a dog in her class. Are you kidding? There are actually children who are allowed to identify as animals, wow, in the classroom, and the teachers are required to go along with it. Dude, I'm sorry, that's weird. That's weird. Oh my God. We're just living in such a different society, man. We really are. It's weird. It's interesting. That's for sure. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff, you know. I was just shocked when I seen that because I'm like, oh, we're not allowed to talk about, you can't show on the news that the cop got hit, but you could talk about this stuff on the news, you know? I mean, this person's an adult, but I'm like, it just amazes me. Granted, news for the channel that was reporting on that they showed the clip. It was, I think, News 7, which was ABC. They were like, it's too disturbing. And it's really not. Here, let's take a look, actually. Let me log on to my laptop. What's up, blank screen? I'm more concerned about book banning, to be honest. What's that? Book banning? What is that? Conversely, any woman who needs a termination should have legal access to one that's affecting more than any gender therapy. I agree with that. Channel 12 had the entire video. Yes. That's actually, Scott, I actually saw it on Newsday's Instagram page. That was where I first saw the story. But hold on. I got an issue at News 12. They were harassing the damn Hewerman family. I'm like, what's wrong with these people? News 12? Come on now. All right, let me get in my laptop here. Oh my God, are you kidding me? I had this thing plugged in again all night. It's charged, but not all the way. All right. Let's take a look at this. Oop. I just got to switch myself here. Oh, wait. How come it won't add me? All right. All right. We are officially on the laptop. Let's take a look at this. These kids can get any books they want at the local library, not being. Oh, they're banning books at school. I heard about something about like some Maya Angelou. What? Are you serious? That's weird. Dude, like that's what I'm saying. Like school shouldn't be political. Political issues should be left out of school. Kids are there to learn math and science and to read. I don't know. It's just crazy. All right. So here, all right, we're not going to go on CBS. I wonder if it's on here, YouTube. Let me see. Okay. Here we go. News 4. Hold on. Let me share this with you guys. Imagine if cell companies cut off sales because they didn't like what you was saying. Out there for people because I didn't know this. Dude, get off. if you have TikTok, I got an email yesterday. Somebody was viewing my profile, TikTok, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know this. TikTok, if you're on TikTok and you look at somebody's like page, right, they can see that. So I'm just putting the warning out there, because if there's somebody's page you're looking at, like say like an ex-boyfriend or something, or I don't know, you know, old friend, they could see that you're looking at their page. I didn't know that. So just putting that warning out there. All right, so here we go. Here's the video.
A stunning takedown. A woman with a gun hit by a police car on purpose to disarm her and take her into custody. What police on Long Island are saying about the fallout today. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Adam Cooperstein, and this eye-opening video raced across social media yesterday. A woman in Long Island seen pointing a gun at police, at drivers, and then at herself, gets taken down by that police cruiser. The woman's now in the hospital, and News 4's Gabi Acevedo is live in North Belmore with new information on what police are saying about this too. Gabi.
Adam, and we just learned a few minutes ago that that woman seen on that video making the rounds on social media will be arraigned, expected to face a judge later this afternoon. But at the same time, we have Police Commissioner Patrick Ryder.
I wonder exactly what they're charging her with, because, I mean, what, maybe having an illegal firearm? I'm not really sure. You know, I don't know if she was allowed to have that, but I don't know. That's interesting.
Saying that the officer should be considered a hero. Nassau County Police say that the woman was pointing the gun at cars and people in the area before officers were able to arrest her here at the intersection of Jerome and Belmore Avenues.
I love this guy's accent. Jerome.
Some tense moments for drivers in North Belmore yesterday afternoon.
She got a gun, yo.
Video shows a 33-year-old woman walking in the middle of the street waving a firearm in her right hand while traffic comes to a complete stop.
Yo, this is some Set It Off shit right here. You guys remember that movie, Set It Off? When she had the bank robbers?
Detectives say she fired the gun once in the air, and at one point you can see she puts the weapon to her head.
Could someone be on drugs? Is someone just going through a mental breakdown? You know, you don't really know.
Then moments later, in dramatic fashion, a Long Island officer behind the wheel of an SUV makes a crucial decision as he accelerates, hitting the woman on purpose.
Let's see that again. He really didn't, you know, I don't know how he planned that takedown, but he really didn't hit her.
The wheel of an SUV makes a crucial decision as he accelerates, hitting the woman on purpose, making...
Like, he managed to hit her. She moved out of the way, so I don't know what he was like planning to, you know, hit her head on or what, but
in contact with her legs,
he was able
knocking
to
her
take
down,
and then the cop came,
allowing other officers to step in, taking the woman into custody.
It's a loaded handgun that she's waving around in the traffic, pointing at people that have got their children and their families in their cars.
I thought it was brilliant that the guy just knocked her down so that could at least, you know, get her under control. So I thought that was a great move.
The Nassau County Police Commissioner confirmed that officers collected the loaded semi-automatic handgun that the woman was waving and added that this turned out to be the best possible outcome.
I never am going to Monday morning back my quarter, my.
He got a little tongue-tied there. I think he meant Monday morning quarterback. But great move by the cop right there. I mean, taking her out. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, because they could have went into a standoff and made a more dangerous situation. That cop made a great decision. Like, fuck this. I'm just taking her ass out, you know? And that was a great decision on behalf of the cop right there. Good thinking. And a bold decision, because, you know what I'm saying? How did he know that, like, she wasn't going to turn and start shooting? But I don't even think she had enough time to you know, think about it. It happened so fast. But holy shit.
My cops, they did an outstanding job. They faced down deadly physical force against civilians and themselves, and they used their vehicle to stop that threat.
And we just got new information a minute ago as we were reporting this. That woman has been identified as 33-year-old Ana Carrillo. 33-year-old Ana Carrillo.
Oh, so this is the video.
She has been charged. Multiple charges, including 3 counts of menacing in the...
So the new video that I watched today, let me see if it's on here. The one I watched this morning, that's where they talk about where they identified her and all that. But we got to see. We got to see if we can find it. News 4 New York. Good old News 4. I'm not sure it's going to be on here, but we'll see. We'll see. Takedown. Nope, the newer video is not on here, so I'll have to go back to Google and see if we can find it. Ana Carrillo. I love the way he said her name, though. Carrillo. I can't talk like that. But yeah, job well done by the police right there. You know what I'm saying? Good job, police officers. I personally think that was a smart move to make. Quick thinking, you know, instead of getting in like some crazy.
A stunning takedown. A woman with a gun hit by
Ana Carrillo. Here we go. This is probably. No, that's not it. I'm just trying to see what the newer. Where's the newer reports on this? These are all 2 days ago. Although, wait a second. It could be from 2 days ago. Hold on. You know what I'm going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to copy and paste from my phone because I just watched it. I love Spanish accents. I like the New York accent, including you. That's so funny because, like, if I were to talk to that police officer, right? The only time I ever noticed New York accents, this is so weird, but the only time I ever noticed that somebody has a hardcore New York accent is when I'm, you know, like watching them. If I were to talk to that guy face to face, I would never like even notice his accent. But for some reason, when I see it on like a video or I see it online, like it stands out to me so much. I guess because when I'm watching videos, normally I'm not watching, you know, people don't have like New York accents, you know? So like it stands out to me only when I'm watching a video or I see it on TV. But if I'm talking face to face with somebody, I would never even notice that they had an accent like that. Like, does that make sense? It's just because I guess I'm not used to hearing it on TV. Why is my Photoshop app like bouncing up and down? You got a distinct accent, but it's the Brooklyn, not the New York one. That's so funny you say that because, you know, my mom was from Brooklyn. I'm not. I'm from Long Island, but my whole family's from Brooklyn, so I guess I picked the accent up somehow. All right, so let me see if I can paste this from my phone. Yep. That is like the coolest thing. I love this. All right. Here's the new video. Share this tab instead. I think this is the new one. Yeah, update posted on August 17th. All right. Why is this so big? Here's the updated video.
And now we're learning some new details about that suspect with a gun that police made a split-second decision takedown to in the middle of an intersection with a police cruiser. A warning, the video might be tough to watch.
The suspect was using the gun in a threatening manner, waving it all around, pointing it at drivers in that intersection, including police, and it even fired off a shot in the air. And then officers took the action you saw, using a police cruiser to take that suspect down before anybody got shot. News 4's Paisy Chang is live in Belmore with what we're learning now about this person's past. Paisy?
Chuck and Natalie, what we are learning tonight is that the suspect has two names, one male, one female. But what is not clear still is what.
So again, I'm showing this to my son this morning, right? and I'm trying to show him the video because it wasn't that bad. Trust me, if the person got like really, really hurt, I wouldn't have shown him, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't that bad. And I'm like, the cop is a hero. And then this comes on and I'm like, oh boy. Because I'm like, I don't even know how to explain this to him. Because he's like, what? Like he didn't understand what was going on. And I'm like, Jesus, I don't know how to explain this to him.
What motivated this person to do what they did yesterday at this intersection?
30-year-old Kyber Calderon facing multiple charges tonight.
Kyle got a bad nose job, dude. Holy Michael Jackson nose. That is bad. Oh my God. The nose is collapsing in the middle. You guys see that? Oh, that's so bad.
night. Police say Calderon fired a shot in the air and pointed a gun at people in a busy North Belmore intersection.
And it was dangerous. Somebody could have died. It was 2:20. The kids were getting out of school or daycare. There could be kids in the car.
What is this guy talking about? This guy clearly don't have kids, because where in New York is school going on right now? What are you talking about, dude?
There's a famous deli over there.
Hamza Amir was sitting at the light. He watched in disbelief as a Nassau police officer used his cruiser to take out Calderon to end the threat.
And I asked him at the hospital why. He said, because if I fired and I missed, there were people standing behind him. So that officer made a sound decision.
I'm happy that they handled it very well. And like I said, nobody was hurt. Everybody was, good, except, if they have a gun, though, they have to do a move and they have to handle it.
It happened at the intersection of Jerusalem and Belmore Avenue in North Belmore. The initial 911 calls were for a woman with a gun. After the arrest, police learned Calderon also got.
Oh my God, that nose is so bad. It's collapsing. That's why you don't fuck with the cartilage, dude, right there. The nose, oh my God. That's like, as somebody who had rhinoplasty surgery, that would be like a fear that your nose just collapse like that. That's not a good look, dude. Not a good look.
Goes by the name Hannah Carrillo.
She appears to be a woman. She identifies, though, as a male when we speak to her.
We've learned Calderon was also arrested twice in June in Brooklyn for burglary.
Wait a second. She says he goes as a woman but identifies as a male when we speak to her. That's weird. That's very strange.
It's not clear why Calderon pulled a gun yesterday, firing a shot.
It was just crazy. She was pointing the gun at the cops, and at one point she put it to her head. That's when the cops decided to hit her with their vehicle and stop her from killing herself.
Just gotta give kudos to News 4 over here, because like ABC News, they were like, we're not gonna play it. It's too graphic. News 4 is like, we're not only gonna fucking play it, we're gonna play it 20 times during our 5-minute little clip here. Okay, I gotta give them props.
Calderon is still at the hospital being treated for minor injuries and undergoing a psych evaluation. Our best information from the DA's office is they expect Calderon to be arraigned sometime tomorrow. We are live from North Belmore tonight. Paisley Cheng, News 4, New York.
Well, personally, I feel like that cop was a hero, and what they did was a good move. Yeah, the nose is bad. Are those Jenkos? I think so. That's the new style. I see girls wearing those all the time nowadays. Young girls. I can't get away with that shit. She has boobs and a package. Yeah. I thought something looked weird about when I was watching yesterday. Her face looked very like structured looking. So I tried typing her name into the internet to see what her face looked like. And nothing was coming up. And now it makes sense because the name that they had first given on the news is not their real name. So that makes perfect sense. My guess is one of those stations is corporate and locally owned. Yeah. And one is locally owned, probably. So that's for the first time. And I agree with what the cops did here. Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's a busy intersection. She's sitting there pointing guns at people. He did the right thing. I mean, it would have sucked if they would have found out that it was a water gun and not like, what was that in the casino? The guy's walking out with a hero sandwich and the cops shoot him. They're like, oh, I thought it was a gun. It's not. But you know what, though? Either way, still, the cop did the right thing, in my opinion. Because you don't know. The cops did their job there. They said it was loaded. Yeah, and it was a semi-automatic, too. So, you got that whole thing going on there. So, very, very good, quick thinking for the police there. She was from Patterson. Has some accent, was teased when we moved to California. So I changed the way I talked and stopped saying quarter. I'd say 25 cents. I wouldn't give a shit. If you don't like my accent, I don't know what to tell you. My accent is my accent. And it's going to stay with me no matter where I am. And if people don't like it, tough shit. Yeah, exactly. They were second away from disaster. They are lucky that she didn't get shot. I think it was just too risky for the cops to shoot right there because there was too many people around. And there's a gas station right there, you know? So it was a smart move in my opinion. I don't know if any of you heard of the Lucy Letby trial that has been taking place here in the UK. After a 9-month trial, Lucy was today found guilty of the murder of, oh my God, 7 babies. No, I didn't hear about that, but holy crap. Your guys' court over there in the UK is so cool because they still wear, don't they still wear like the wigs, like the barristers and everybody? Like, I think that's so cool. That is so cool. Oh, you were a kid, Mama Shmita. Shmita. Who are we talking about? Oh, Queen Bella, there was this person on the news this morning. Well, it was a couple of days that actually happened here on Long Island. And they were, you know, in an intersection pointing a gun at people. And so the cop took action and basically took them out with the police cruiser. So I don't know if she has Patreon subscribers or members. No one should be paying her. If anything, she should have to pay us. Who's that, Marcy? Who's that? Bravo Law Enforcement. Hold on a second. I'm not for the law enforcement that keeps a stronghold on someone's throat whenever they're not resisting, but this ain't that. Yeah, amen to that, girl. What does MGL need $200 for? I don't know, Pugs. Who the fuck knows? Maybe she's hungry. That's like her lunch, $200. Where'd you see that? Yeah, $7 trial. That's a good point, Red Rum. That's a great point. Oh my God, I was watching videos last night. There's this whole group of people who really think that Brian Koberger is innocent. And I'm like, wow, bro. These people are it's so crazy, the society we live in. These people actually think that this guy is innocent. And I'm all for innocent until proven guilty, right? But there's already some pretty convincing evidence out there that he might be guilty, you know? But I'll wait to reserve my full judgment until, you know, I see all the evidence in court, if we even get to see the court proceedings. But I'm just saying, you know, there's some pretty convincing evidence, and these people like pick apart the evidence where they're like, oh, well, the cell phone, and they look at everything individually, and they're like, yeah, you could individually, I guess, raise some reasonable doubt about each thing individually. But when you look at the whole picture all together, especially now that his alibi came out, and he literally, like, when you have an alibi, your alibi is supposed to place you somewhere that's not the crime scene. Okay. So like if somebody gets killed at a McDonald's, right, then your alibi is, well, I was home, you know, or I was at work, you know, at wherever you work, you know, so you're not there. It places you away from the scene. This guy's alibi actually places him in his car driving around at night, because that was his alibi, that he likes to go for late night drives. So now he put himself basically somewhat in the crime scene, right? I mean, what's the chances that this guy, like, you got to think of everything together. So what I'm saying, what's the chances that this guy just happened to be driving around that night, okay, late at night, happened to drive into Moscow, Idaho, happened to drive by these houses? It's not like that house wasn't on like a main road somewhere. You have to purposely go there. It's not in the area of town where it's like you could pass by that house and drive by it to get somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? It's in like a little tiny kind of secluded section. So you have to go there purposely. What was he doing around there? right? Then his phone just happens to die for an hour, right? While this is all taking place. I mean, then, oh my God, look at that. There was a knife sheath found with his DNA next to one of the bodies, So somebody stole his knife sheath and put it there. I mean, there's just too many things that have to happen to make him not guilty of this. And that's only with the stuff that we have right now. I'm sure there's more evidence we don't know about, but they're like, oh, well, the cell phone data is not reliable. What do you call it? The cell phones aren't reliable. The cameras aren't reliable. A lot of people are really hung up on the fact that the cops said the wrong year for the Hyundai Elantra. Personally, I think it was a typo or just a mistake, because I guess these people don't realize that cops make mistakes, they just don't, cops are people too. And clerical errors happen. I don't know what the reasoning was. I don't know if it was ever explained as to why why that happened, why there was 2 different years given as far as the car went. But mistakes do happen. I mean, come on. But they're like, the cops gave the wrong car out at first. So that must mean it's not his car. And then they changed it. And that's the other thing. Investigations, just like anything else, change as time goes on. And these people just don't seem to understand that. The investigation evolves as time goes on. They might get more information. They might find out that some information that they have is inaccurate, and so of course things change. The other thing that I think these people don't realize is that because they're trying to say there's this big corrupt conspiracy going on, cover up. I mean, what case isn't there people saying that? But they're trying to say that there's this big conspiracy going on, and but because the cops have changed, things throughout the investigation. And I'm like, but that always happens. That happens in any investigation. Do you know how many things changed in the Long Island serial killer case over the last 10 years? How many details changed? I mean, because again, when they find more information out, it might change things. But the cops also sometimes purposely mislead the public, right? Because as part of their investigation, they might mislead the public because they don't want the killer or the suspect finding out certain things. So, it's a tactic. But these people don't seem to understand that. They just don't seem to understand that. I just don't know what this guy, I mean, his alibi is literally that he was driving around that night. What in the world? Why would you put yourself in the car at night? So your phone, this day and age, right? Everybody has chargers in their car. I don't care who you are. Everybody has a phone charger in their car, this day and age. So you're telling me that your phone just happened to die, right? On the night that somebody's being murdered from whatever time to whatever time. And then, you magically get it back on while you're driving home though. So you didn't charge it for an hour. You just let it sit there dead. And then somehow, miraculously on your way home, it turns on. Come on, dude. Really? Absolutely, Red Rum. If you watch an interrogation video, the police are allowed to lie. These people just don't get it. Just like the Delphi case, they had one picture of a suspect and they brought out a completely different picture of someone that looked nothing like the other suspect years later. Exactly. Things change over time. With more information, they're going to change things. I don't know what the story is with the car, changing the year of the car. But honestly, how different does a 2013 Hyundai Elantra look from a 2015 Hyundai Elantra? I'm sure there's not. From what I understand, there was only interior differences. From the outside, the car looks exactly the same. So give me a break. Did I hear he has a court thing today? He very much might. I'm not sure, to be honest, because I'm not keeping up with every little update, court update in the case. These people. I'd bet my house they have BK's blood at the scene. I thought the reason he was wearing gloves for his recycling was really to hide an injury from his family. I don't know. I don't know about that. Allegedly, in my opinion, if his alibi is legit, I think he was in the area, and quite often, because he bought drugs allegedly a lot, it's a good area to do some. Oh, really? That's possible, because he did have he did at one time, supposedly have a problem, right? An addiction problem. So that's possible. I left the media world when COVID hit. I have a theory where he's innocent and one where he's guilty. I mean, dude, yeah, sure. He could be guilty, I mean, he could be innocent. Crazier shit has happened. It's just that there's a lot of explaining that needs to go on. I mean, I'm interested to see how the defense is going to explain away some of this evidence, because it's pretty good evidence. People are like, it's all circumstantial. Well, Scott Peterson, his whole entire case was circumstantial, and he's sitting in jail right now. So like, it happens, And then there's people talking about, well, is he going to get a fair trial in Idaho? Well, dude, do you think that Casey Anthony got a fair trial? Because, she got away with murder. I mean, and that was a very, very high profile case. So he'll be able to get a fair trial. There's people there that don't know the story. And if they know the story, they might just know the very basics of the story, and they're not, watching every detailed update. So, might they have to move it over a county? Sure. That's happened, before. But I mean, these people will. Oh, court is about the alibi. Really interesting. Like I right now, with the evidence we have, I think that it's probably highly likely, that he's the person responsible. But I'll patiently wait for the trial for my full judgment, because I do try to look at things fairly. But I feel like there's some pretty good evidence out there. It's not like the police have, no solid evidence. And then, so I saw a document yesterday where I guess the defense has a genealogist that's saying that the cops obtained the DNA through, I guess, not the nicest means. And so I was reading it, and it's actually pretty interesting the way that they do this. So the problem is with the CODIS, right? When cops use CODIS, they're not allowed to, well, they could only see certain things. They could only see people who did, violent offenses. But what the cops can do, and they do, is they will take the victim's profile, send it to a genealogical database, and then those people will then, to a genealogist, basically, who works with the DNA. And what those people will do is they'll upload the data to a different kind. Hold on. You know what? Instead of me explaining this, I'll read you guys the document, because it'll make a lot more sense than me trying to explain this. Because it is pretty interesting how they do this. But this person is trying to say that they obtained it by, like, I guess by illegal means. So hold on, let me see if I can find this, because I was looking at this last night. Oops. Hold on. Shit. I was trying to I wanted to see if I could get my college transcripts, but dude, it's going to cost me like almost $50 to get all my transcripts, because my stupid ass went to so many different schools. I just want to see for my own, knowledge where I'm at if I wanted to go back to school one day. Because if I go back to school and get my degree, I can make a shit ton of more money. So I was looking into that. Hold on a second. Let me go into my history real quick. Oh, wait. I could have been looking at this in Chrome. Hold on a second. No, I think I was looking at it in here. Oh, you know where it probably is? Hold on a second. Sorry. It's probably here. Okay. I have it pulled up on my phone. I'll just read it from there. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to read the part where it basically tells you how they do this, because you don't need to hear all this woman's credentials and bullshit like that. Okay. Okay, so it says the IGG process starts when law enforcement agencies reach out to genealogists seeking collaboration on a case and then contract with the individual for services. Chain of custody is best maintained when the requesting agency sends the crime scene DNA sample to a private lab that is capable of genotyping or the whole genome sequencing. Once this sample arrives at the lab, the genealogist usually takes lead on the case until the person of interest is identified. The lab creates a genetic profile of the unknown DNA contributor and a raw data file containing hundreds of thousands of genetic markers and is generated. I'm sorry, hold on. I read that wrong. And a raw data file containing hundreds of thousands of genetic markers is generated and sent to the genealogist. This file is then uploaded to the public direct-to-consumer DNA databases GED Match and Family Tree DNA, where autosomal, I think, I'm sorry, I'm probably not saying that word right, comparisons are made between the subject and thousands of individuals who have voluntarily contributed their DNA profiles to the database and opted in to law enforcement matching. A list of matches who are biologically related to the subject is displayed with some basic identifying information and the amount of DNA shared between the individuals. Tools within the database allow for further analysis of the DNA data and the ability to predict the most likely relationship. So what they're saying is that they create the profile, right? Because even if you do Ancestry or something, right? You could actually download your raw data from your DNA and you could upload it other places. And if you wanted to, you could upload it to the database where the police could actually use it. Okay. What they're trying to say here is that you'll hear. All right, I'll finish that. What they're trying to say that the cops did here. All right. So anyway, where was I? A list of matches. Tools within the database allow for further analysis of the DNA data and the ability to predict the most likely relationship. I think I read that. Hold on. All right. In-depth research on family history, structure, and DNA data alignment is conducted, and family trees for each match are built back and then forward in time. These trees are analyzed by the genealogist for common ancestors, surnames, locations, and any other significant clues that provide insight into identifying the person of interest. Throughout the process, other tools can be used to further analyze Y-DNA, I don't know what that is, and mtDNA, ethnicity, one-to-one, and multiple kit comparisons. Thank you, Cash. Thank you for joining. Oh, it says member for 6 months. Thank you. One-to-one and multiple kit comparisons, triangulations, and chromosome segments. These database tools have known loopholes that allow a genealogist to see matches that have explicitly declined to participate in law enforcement matching. This is not a glitch in the programming caused by accident. It is a standard feature within the tools that essentially tricks the system into displaying all matches as opposed to the only those who have consented to law enforcement matching. This is not a loophole, nor is it something you will stumble upon. Using the tool this way requires effort or knowledge. So basically, I don't know, that's really weird, but they're trying to say here that I skipped the whole part that actually, no, I think I read that. All right. So after that, it says databases for law enforcement cases require a fee paid in order to upload the genetic profile. This is not the same for consumers who are not charged. Many in the field have been known to upload to these sites as a regular consumer to avoid paying the associated fees and to bypass having opted out matches. In addition, some databases restrict law enforcement uploading cases. However, that has not prevented it from happening. I am aware that law enforcement has obtained results in ways prohibited by the terms of use and prohibited by their own police policies. So I think that what she's saying, this lady that the defense has, right, this genealogist who's been a specialist for a whole 3 years, she's basically saying that the police obtained his DNA in a shady way, I guess, or they obtained the match to his DNA. So in other words, like they didn't go through and upload it and go through a genealogist, maybe they found a loophole in the system where they uploaded it, like she was just saying, without having to pay. But it's pretty interesting either way. Now, how this person would know that, I don't know. But I guess police could do that, right? They could pretend they're you and upload your DNA to one of those sites, you know, because that's what I'm saying. You could go do that. Anybody could go do that. I could download my raw data from any site and I could contribute it to that site, any site I want to. I could go to whatever it is, 21andMe or whatever it's called. So it's pretty interesting that this person's trying to claim, I guess, that the law enforcement, they obtained the match, I guess, to his DNA in a not so great way, to put it simply. That's too risky to get tossed out of court. What do you mean? Hold on, let me scroll up here so I can see some of the comments here. Oh shit, get out of here. My sister inadvertently found out that one of our cousins gave a baby up for adoption through Ancestry testing. It was not our business, but this can happen. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens here. But this is typical in a case where the cops are going to have, you know, I mean, not the cops, the defense is going to find experts, and, you know, it's really, again, it's up to the jury to decide which experts they believe and what evidence they believe. So that will remain to be seen in this case. DNA never gets tossed out. That's not true, Pugs. Oh, it's not true. I've watched some things where DNA has actually gotten, I don't know about tossed out, but it's definitely been highly questioned. Like when you think about the case of what's her name? Oh my God, JonBenet Ramsey, right? I remember watching this whole documentary where they're talking about the DNA that was, you know, allegedly found in her underwear and where it traced back to, and that, you know, DNA sometimes could have came from somewhere else, like touch DNA. Hold on a second. Come on. You know, the DNA could have came from the factory that packaged the underwear. That's what they were saying. What are you doing? No. Try to grab my sweatshirt. All right, dude. DNA gets tossed out quite often. Actually, they show lab errors, etc. It's not allowed in. Exactly. So, I mean, this will get out of here, Ovi. This will remain to be seen. What exactly is going to happen? I got people's DNA from the garbage or cups, right, at a pizza place and from cigarettes. Well, that's how they caught. I mean, not just Rex Heuermann, right? They took his pizza, but they also caught John Bitteroff that way. His brother committed a violent offense, right? So he had to submit his DNA to the database. When they ran the database, when they ran his DNA through CODIS, they found that it matched DNA from a crime scene. And then they had to follow him around to get his DNA. And I believe they found DNA from a tossed cigarette butt or his garbage or something like that, you know? So very common. That's a abandonment sample, right? That's what they say. And that's how he was arrested. Had his brother never gotten arrested, that guy never would have gotten caught. Never would have known. So it should be interesting to see how they fight this DNA evidence in court. I mean, look, I told you guys recently, I do think it's crazy that this guy committed this crime in the time frame that they're saying he committed it in. That's the only reasonable doubt I have right now. It's just like he would have had to. He had less than 10 minutes to commit this crime. 4 people. But I don't know. Then again, I don't know how long it takes to do what he did. And we don't even know all the injuries. I mean, they said it was a horrific crime scene and all this other stuff, but we don't know the extent of all the injuries that happened in this in the Koberger case. But the time frame is small, especially after seeing that Linda Lane footage and looking at it and thinking, well, wow, that was, if his car is here at this time, that gives him even less time to be committing the crime, I mean, we went over that a couple weeks ago. Oh yeah. The people who get busted like that. You would think it would be a deterrent, now that criminals know that they could get your DNA through your family. There's probably like that one family who's going around who's like, no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that DNA thing. Yeah, no, those things are no good. Trying to talk all their family members. The crazy thing is, though, is like, it could be like when I go on my Ancestry thing, my results, there's people that are like 3rd and 4th cousins of mine that I never even fucking heard of. I don't even know. Like, I have to look sometimes, or a 6th cousin, right? Like, there's this one guy. I was like, who the fuck is this? He lives in another country. And I'm like, I don't fucking know this person. And I don't even know who. It says it's from my dad's side, but nobody on my dad's side knows him. And I'm like, well, he's related to us somehow. I don't know. He's a 6th cousin or something. But, I mean, it's just like, that's how they could catch you. Some guy who's living in Hungary or whatever country he's in. I forget where he is. I don't know this guy, but he's related to me somehow. So it's not even necessarily like your 1st and 2nd cousins that could get you, caught. I mean, I'm sure that's probably what they would rather have in court is a closer or a more closely related relative, because that would definitely be more convincing to a jury than like a 6th cousin. But, I mean, that's a good starting point, right? Yeah, dude, a 6th cousin. I've been debating doing a family tree match through DNA. Well, Scott, here's the thing. If you do it through Ancestry does not, I mean, not that I'm sure you don't care, but I'm just saying, Ancestry does not allow law enforcement. So you would have to actually, download. Well, they do. I'm sorry. They do in some cases, but it depends. I mean, you have to read up on it, but I did mine because I don't look, dude. I look at it like this. If somebody in my family did some fucked up shit and hurt somebody or killed somebody, or their DNA was found at a crime scene, I mean, sucks to be them. You know what I'm saying? If my DNA gets them caught, well, you shouldn't commit crimes. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? But it was kind of a waste of money because my DNA profile told me what I already knew about myself, that I'm half Hungarian and half Italian, pretty much. The only thing I learned was that I'm like 1% like Greek or something, or something like Greek. I know I'm a little Greek or something, which I didn't know, but pretty much my profile came out exactly what I have always known for my whole life. Well, not my whole life. My dad must have lied to my mom. This is actually kind of funny. Because growing up, my dad always said that he was half Italian and half Hungarian, right? Well, we come to find out when my dad, I've told you guys this before, my dad and his brother, they didn't speak to one another for like 30 years, right? So when we finally met my dad's brother, my mom was, I don't know, they were talking and my mom was saying how, we're half Italian. And my dad's brother looks at my dad and he goes, we're not half Italian. And he goes, what? Why would you say that? And my dad's like, I thought that's what we were. And he goes, both of our parents are immigrants from Hungary. So we're 100% Hungarian, right? I think my dad got busted in a lie right there. He didn't think he was Italian. His mom and dad spoke Hungarian, dude. You know, his parents didn't even speak English at home. So how the fuck did you think you were Italian? I think because back in the day, you guys know how it was back in the day, you know, like it was kind of frowned upon to marry outside of your, you know, your whatever heritage, right? Like most Italian dads want their daughters to marry Italian guys. That didn't happen in my family. I got a very mixed family. We got Puerto Rican, we got Japanese, but you know, I think my dad was nervous about my grandfather, you know, maybe wanting my mom to be married to an Italian guy. So he like lied to her and told her that he was half Italian. But knowing that he damn well that he wasn't. So he got busted out by his brother. So from age of 16 and on, I knew that I was half Italian, half Hungarian. My dad's 100% Hungarian. My mom's 100% Italian. And I'm a half and half. So even my husband, they got their DNA. His brother did the DNA. And when they got it back, they were shocked because he thought that they were like German and all this other shit. And it ends up, my husband's Hungarian. He's more Hungarian than anything else. And I'm like, man, I wish you would have met my dad. My dad would have loved you. He would have been so happy I married a Hungarian guy. Because you don't really meet a lot of Hungarian people. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially here, like, I don't know. There's a lot of Italians everywhere. There's more Italians than we know what to do with. But Hungarians, you really don't see that much, you know, too often. I guess a lot of people didn't immigrate from Hungary to New York. So, or just at all to America. Who knows? But like, it's pretty funny. And I don't know many people that have my last name, my maiden name's Hungarian. Oh, I think that's the reason though why my dad was able to pull it off, because most Hungarian names do not end with a vowel, and his just happened to, and I think that's why he was able to pull off the Italian thing too, because our name just happened to end in a vowel. So that's very common for Italian names. So everybody, even growing up, people, teachers and shit that would hear my last name, they were like, oh, Italian. And I'm like, yeah, well, I am Italian. I mean, I definitely feel more Italian than I'm Hungarian, because I really don't know shit about Hungary or Hungarians. But I mean, I grew up, my culture that I grew up with is definitely more Italian. My family, you know, I didn't really even know my dad's family. I never met, you know, I never met his parents. So I never met my Hungarian grandparents. So, you know, I grew up Italian. So definitely always related more with my Italian side and culture, you know, traditions and everything like that. And not at all with, I don't know what Hungarian traditions are. I mean, we would eat some kind of Hungarian food, but I don't know much past that. I asked my dad, who I barely have a relationship with, toxic if it was possible, it was from another father, but I'm organized. Trace my family back, but I'm not organized to do that. Yeah, but you don't have to do that anymore. Just put yourself on one of those sites. Go get a DNA test, and then you'll be able to find out. I told you guys what happened in my family, right? My grandmother always told me, I think I've told you guys this story before, but my grandmother had two sisters, okay? And it was really weird because growing up, I always looked at her and I was always like, she had two sisters. Her parents were both really short, okay? And my grandmother's really short. She's only like 5 feet tall, if even. I don't even know if she's 5 feet tall, right? So her parents were both really short. I mean, you could see it in the pictures. And she had the one sister, and the one sister, her older sister, looks identical to my grandmother. I mean, like they could be twins. But the younger sister not only didn't look like them, but I mean, she does a little bit. but she was really tall. She was like 5'9". And I was like, where did this 5'9", even as a kid, I knew something was weird. Cause I was like, how do you end up being 5'9" when your parents are both really, really short? I mean, I guess it's possible, right? If you have like, I don't know, I guess a tall person somewhere along the lines in your family. But it's just, you know, when you see the other people in the family and the whole family's short, and then you got this one tall person, like both parents are short, you know, it doesn't make sense. So my nana tells me one day, 'cause I used to go over and hang out with her a lot, just me and her, you know. So I go over there one day, and she tells me that she thinks that her mom, well, she knows for a fact that her mom cheated on her dad and was having an affair. And she actually used to make my nana go down to like pay phones and wait for like phone calls for her. It's kind of fucked up. And I think that's why they had a little bit of a strain in their relationship, right? So she's like, I think that there was this German guy that she used to see, and I think that that's the father of my sister, my one sister. And I was like, you know, I remember thinking that day, you know what, maybe she's onto something, because she might be right. Well, sure enough, right? That sister had 2 daughters, and both those daughters are both really tall, and they look like the mom. And so one of them goes and gets the DNA test, right? Now, technically, her DNA test should come out that she's half Irish and half Italian, but it didn't come out like that. It came out that she has a big percentage of German in her, which matches up exactly with what my nana said, was that the grandmother used to hang out with this German guy. So as far as we know, the father is 100% Irish. So he shouldn't have any German. And so their DNA is different than what it should be. And so I'm pretty sure that that's proof that my great grandmother cheated, and that, you know, the father of my nana's sister is a different person, which would make my mom's cousin's grandfather biologically a different person, which is kind of crazy. So my mom is 4 foot. Oh, my dad's 5'8". I'm 5'10". Oh, get out of here. See, I mean, it does happen. And my husband's family is really mixed. He's my husband's like 6'1", I think. His dad's 6 feet, right? But then his brothers are all short. His brothers are like my height, or like a little taller than me, like 5'7", maybe 5'6" or 5'7". His sister's actually a little bit on the taller side, but my husband's the youngest one. And it's so funny because when you see a picture of them all lined up together, he's giant, you know, he looks so much bigger than everybody else. He's like, he sticks out, you know, like my family, everybody's short, dude. My grandparents are short. My grandfather was probably like 3, 5'4". He was tiny. You know, I don't know. Well, he might have shrunk too, you know, when he got older. But my grandmother was really small. My mom was only 5 foot tall. You know, I'm the tallest girl in my family at 5 foot, a whopping 5'4". You know, so like I'm talking my whole entire family, cousins, aunts, everybody. Like if you see pictures of me with my family, I look like a giant next to everybody, because everybody's like 5 foot and I'm 5'4". So I'm like 4 inches taller than all my cousins. You know, it's like really funny. But then again, I used to always wear heels, so that used to make me look even taller than everybody, than all my cousins. But I'm a giant. I'm a whole ass giant. But yeah, but then on my dad's side, right? My dad's 6'3". His brother was like 6'2". You know, so we got tall. But my brother, he's only like 5'9", I think, or 10. So he didn't get that tall. He's like average height. Like you just never know. You never know how people are gonna turn out. It depends on what's in your, you know, your ancestry. But as far as my nana's family goes, right? They're all short from Italy. There's a lot of short people in Italy, right? So why would all of a sudden this one sister be like 5'10", you know, when everybody else is 5 feet tall? I mean, she was substantially bigger than everybody else in the family. So it's like, that doesn't just happen by accident when you have generations and generations of short people from Italy, you know? somewhere in there, the DNA's got to be fucked up. And again, even her face, she's got a lot of different features than my grandma and her sister. Like her features are way different than my grandma and her sister's, features. But at the end of the day, it don't matter. She grew up with her parents and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like her dad who raised her is her dad. Don't matter who her biological dad is. That's what my mom's cousin said. She's like, I don't care. That's my grandfather. I don't care what the DNA says. And I'm like, exactly. It doesn't matter if there's another guy out there. First of all, he's definitely not going to be alive anymore anyway, because it's like he would be in his hundreds now. My dad is short too. Me and my mom are both 5'3". We got shorter. Yeah, we shrank. I don't know how tall my grandfather was. He was probably like 5'5", maybe 5'6". He was short. He was a short guy. And then my nana was 5 feet. And then she shrunk to like 4'11" when she got older. She was so cute. I used to love it. But like I'm like a giant. I look like a friggin' Sasquatch compared to the rest of my family. It's like so funny because like every time I used to take pictures with my cousins, I had to like bend down to like look the same size as them. They're all so tiny. Like everybody's like 5 foot or like 5'1" in my family. The girls, even my uncles are short. They're only like 5'7", which is short for a man. It's on the shorter side. The average man is like what, 6 foot, 5'10" to 6 feet. So that's what people used to joke, Sticky. They used to say the milkman. The milkman. Tall milkman. Sorry to hear that, Tallulah, but never know when it may help, especially with medical issues. What's going on? So yeah, it is interesting though to see your, DNA. Even if what I find fascinating about it is how it pieces together the people in your family, right? Because I have a little bit of a complex situation in my family, right? I got 2 half sisters, so they're my dad's kids, but not my mom's kids, right? And somehow we share enough DNA for them to know. And if you think about it, right? Okay, how do I explain this? We share enough DNA for them to know that they're a sibling rather than like a cousin or something. You know what I'm saying? And then my nieces and nephews, like somehow it knows that they're either a niece and nephew or a cousin. That's what it says on the thing. But it puts it in order, and it's crazy. It also tells you who you share the most DNA with in the family. And oddly enough, my highest DNA match in my family is my mom's sister, one of my mom's sisters who I don't speak with anymore. But she's like one of my highest matches, which is weird, I don't know why that is on her side. And then I forget who it is on my dad's side. But it's pretty interesting, like how it pieces together and like finds every relative that has taken the DNA, test. Like that shit's crazy. It somehow knows. It's kind of creepy, because it's like you're not giving that information, but it puts it together somehow. Hold on. I want to look at mine real quick. I'm not going to show it on here. It'll dox out my whole family. But, oh, wait, I'm on the wrong one. I'm on my Nana's. I also do my Nana's page, and that one's interesting, too. Hold on. That was the one thing I wanted to do, and I'm so glad I did before she passed away. I bought her my cousin and I, we chipped in, and we got her the Ancestry DNA test for I don't know if it was her birthday or Christmas or something that year, but she was really into that kind of stuff, and I'm glad I did it, so at least we have that. For me, I wish I did my mom. I wish my mom did one. She talked about doing it too, and she just never got around to it. But I wish I would have done one for her, but it's too late now, obviously. Ancestry. Why is this like not opening? Hello? All right. Hold on. I want to see what it. Why am I not signed in, dude? Seriously? All right, hold on a second. Account not connected. Sign in with password. Oh, gee, I don't know my password. All right, I think I got it. Saved. How did I get signed out of this? It's so weird. Oh, shit. I signed into my Nana's by accident again. Oh, I don't know what my password is. That's not good. I don't know what account I used to sign into mine. That's a problem. That's a problem. Let's see if it's this email. Let's see if it's this. I forgot which one I used. That's not good. You know what's so funny? Last night, I was talking to Hummingbird. She's like, we were talking about MySpace. And I was like, dude, remember MySpace? I'm like, that sucks. Oh, shoot. I don't know. Oh, my God. I don't know my password. Forget it. I'm not going to sit here messing with my password. We were talking about MySpace. And I was like, oh, my God, dude. Remember MySpace? Like, what happened? You know, I was thinking about that last night. I'm like, what happened to MySpace exactly? I remember, like, everybody was on MySpace. And then all of a sudden, it just, like, changed one day. But I was like, yo, MySpace was actually cooler when you think about it. You were, like, able to more customize your page than like, your page could look unique as to, like, where you go on Facebook. And I remember I was so resistant when, like, people started going on Facebook. I was like, no. I'm like, I don't want to go on there. I don't want to go on Facebook. Yeah, exactly. You could code your page on MySpace. You know, you could, like, change the background color and all that shit, you know, put videos, embed pictures. And it's like Facebook came out and it's like, oh, everybody's page looks exactly the same. Some people's MySpace pages sucked, though. But I was wondering last night, I tried signing back into my MySpace page, and I don't remember the email I used, and it was really hard to do on your phone. Let me see if I could do it on here. Oh, wait, I don't want to sign up. But, like, remember they just changed it all of a sudden? I don't know. Mine could have been deleted. I might have used a weird email address, though, like, not my typical email address that I used. Let's see if I can sign into mine. But it's not going to look the same because they changed it, right? So, like, all the coding you did would be gone, technically. I was like, dude, I actually liked MySpace better. And I don't remember what my name was. I looked it up last night, and somebody else has that name. So I don't know if my profile got deleted or what happened. Let's see if I can sign in. I tried doing, like, you forgot your password. Yeah, you could have your own music playing. Some people, like, put too much shit on their pages, and it took forever for them to load up. Let's see if I can try my old email account. You forgot password. Your email. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can get in this. I was like, dude, I want to see my old pictures and shit. You know how many pictures I lost because it disappeared? I'm not a robot. Definitely not a robot. Let's see if it sends me an email, because I don't know. I don't know if it's gone forever. There was another email account I might have used when I signed up, and I can't remember it. Like, so it would just be gone. Password request sent. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Ovi, did you fart, bro? Whew. Nasty. Yeah, MySpace is still working. I couldn't even find my page, though. Was MySpace during the dial-up era? I think it was at the tail end of the dial-up era. I think it was like we were just getting into cable, you know, modems and shit. Because I remember my best friend, her parents had dial-up for, like, the longest time. They still probably had it until they, like, passed away. They still had dial-up, dude. But you gotta think, though, maybe it was smart of them to keep dial-up because it was probably faster than it used to be because nobody else had it. You know what I'm saying? So if you had it, your shit probably went really fast because who the hell else is using dial-up, really? I would hate for Facebook to ever just disappear. I know, right? That's what I think to myself, Purple Rain. Like, I have so many pictures on there. That's what I hate about this, like, digital age is like, you know, like, what if all of a sudden these websites just disappeared? Because we saw it happen with MySpace. It just disappeared one day. So what would happen if Facebook would disappear? My whole life is on there. You know, all my pictures of my son, my mom, my dad, like all those pictures that I took in those years when digital photography became a thing and phones. And it's like, oh my God, I would lose everything. You know what I could probably do though is load up one of my old phones, and I bet you I would find my Facebook password on there on one of my old phones. Let's see if it sent me a thing. Because if this isn't the email I used, then I'll never know. Let's see. MySpace. Did I get anything from there? Did I get an email from MySpace? Nope. Oh, what's this? This is from 2016. Oh, a data breach. Oh, okay. So wait a second. Then that means if I got that email, wait a second. Huh. Did I use this Gmail account? No way. Is it possible that I use this Gmail account to sign up on MySpace? That would be crazy. What's this? I never got an email, so I must have used a different email account. That sucks. Do have been verified. Look up your old email address. I don't think that email, and it's not going to show up under my name, M's, because if it's the email address that I'm thinking about, then it was under, like, it was like just like a throwaway email account back then that I made. And then I just used it to sign up because I was really weird about getting emails in my regular account back in the day. I used to hate to get emails that were non-emails that were from like stores or websites or anything. Like, I wanted my email to stay only dedicated to people emailing me. You know what I'm saying? Like friends and family. Stop it. So I made up other email address so that anytime I signed up on websites, but I don't even think I put it in my real name. So I don't think it would show up on a Ben verified search. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I used my actual name because I didn't want my information being gotten by websites. So I made up like a name. My pictures, nothing is there. You know what? I should try searching though on my computer because it was really hard. I don't know. I guess MySpace didn't get into the cell phone era where they made their. Let me see if I can find my account on their search feature. Like, I was like kind of trying to think back last night, and I'm like, I might have used a different email address. The internet was so different back then, you know what I'm saying? But I was a little weary about shit because I used to get a lot of bullshit emails and I didn't want them. Oh, that's weird. What the fuck? Huh. That was weird. All right, let me try their search feature. See, did people use their real names on MySpace? Because I don't remember using my real name. I could have sworn I had a fake name on there. Let's see. NOTO. Let's see if I can find it. I had some good pictures and shit on there. You know, like, that sucks. Sucks that I lost all my pictures and everything. How come it's not letting me search on here? It's so weird. God, their website really sucks. Come on, Tom, get with it. Their search feature is horrible. What the fuck, dude? I can't even find my name. I think that's how I spelled it. Let's try it this way. I don't remember if I used my real name, my fake name. Like, dude, that's a long time ago. But I bet you if I loaded up one of my old phones or something from back then, because I still have pretty much every phone I ever owned. I still have. How come it won't let me search? This happened to me last night too. I had to log on to Safari for some reason. It wasn't letting me search in Chrome. Hold on a second. But I would love to get all my old pictures. They said that there was like something that happened. What is this? Oh, that was weird. They said that there was something that happened in a server transfer at some point in time where a lot of people's pictures and shit were lost. So it's possible my pictures wouldn't even be on there. But could my whole account have been lost? That's the question. You know, why would my whole account be gone? I just don't remember the name that I used. I know what name you're talking about. Purple Rain. I knew the name, which is funny because me and Purple Rain figured out that the two of us, when we didn't know each other, had used the same name on websites back in the day. I didn't use mine on a lot, but she used hers. Kind of weird. All right, let's try it this way. Their search sucks. Yeah, see, like I can't even, it's not even loading. Their website's not even loading. It's like terrible, terribly slow. Mine was still there. Downloaded a bunch of them last year. I was late to Facebook, but I did for my bands. I signed up. I got to be honest with you. The reason that I actually ended up signing up on Facebook was because Facebook had come out right around the time, well, it got popular, I guess, right around the time that I had this crazy shit go down in my family, and I was very worried about my little cousins posting, you know, on Facebook. And somebody had told me that they had posted, one of my cousins was like posting, like she was young at the time, and she was posting like sexually suggestive pictures, I should say, of herself. Not like anything bad, just like her in short shorts and stuff, you know? And so like I felt like I was like I had to watch over them to make sure that they weren't talking to creeps on there. And so I signed up, and I was like I was very reluctant to do so because I was like I was all about the MySpace life, you know? And then I finally signed up, and then like eventually you would just go on MySpace and like nobody was on there anymore, you know? Like people just weren't commenting, and then like all of a sudden everybody was just on Facebook. I remember my original Facebook profile said, "Why Facebook? I don't like this." I'm like, I want to go back to MySpace. I didn't like it, but I cannot find my fucking profile. This sucks. Their stupid search thing is horrible. Yeah, see, my name don't come up. If I type in, oh wait, let's see. If I type in my name that I would have used back then, my regular name, God, their fucking server is slow. Holy shit. Farmville? Oh yeah, I remember that game. That was like a huge game at the time. 46 people come up, but none of them are me. I don't know. I could have, I guess, used my real name at maybe. Were you? I don't remember. So long ago. Okay, I can't scroll through the results. So that's a problem. People. Man, I would love to have access to all my old pictures. I had a lot of good pictures on there, like me and my friends and stuff. But I think around that same time, though, I used Shutterfly a lot. And so a lot of my pictures were on there, too. Like a lot of the same pictures that I would have had on my MySpace. That's another thing I need to back up is like my Shutterfly account. Like, what if they go out of business one day? I'll lose all my pictures that are on there. I was addicted to Farmville. I was like never a game. I don't know. The only game I probably ever got like semi-addicted to, besides like when I was a kid and Mortal Kombat and Super Mario Brothers and Tomb Raider and all that shit. I'm talking about like on the phones was what the fuck was that game? It was some kind of like word game where you had to like either fill in the blank or something or like unscramble the word. It was like super popular on Facebook like years ago. And that was the only game that I kind of got like a little addicted to, but I don't really play games ever. Photo Bucket, remember that? I had a lot of pictures on there too. I wonder if my Photo Bucket account still exists, or did that website just completely disappear as well? What the fuck is going on? Stream timeout? What? Yeah, dude, see, it won't even let me search. Come on, Tom, get it together. Hold on. I'm trying one more time to search my name. I think it would come up like pretty quick because my name is kind of unique, but I'm not seeing it here. Dude, their search is so slow. I had Facebook for 3 days, started getting asked for courtesy cards from people I hadn't seen or talked to since high school. That and messages from ex. Ooh, no, girl, you know what? I mean, girl, you don't want that. You don't want that. My husband was so against like all that shit when we met. He was like, oh, Facebook's stupid, blah, blah, blah. And I finally got him to sign up on Instagram because I was like, yo, he used to like restore bikes and stuff like that back in the day. And these little like what the hell are they called? These like little dirt bike mini motorcycle things. And I was like, yo, if you go on there, you know, I had to explain how hashtags work. And you hashtag the brand, you'll be able to see what other people do. So I got him to sign up on Instagram first. And then finally he signed up on Facebook. And it was like 2015 when he signed up on Facebook, finally. And then I started looking at him. I'm like, what, you got a girlfriend or something? Like, why are you all of a sudden signing up on Facebook? Like, but a lot of his family lives out of state. So I was like, you should sign up on Facebook because, like, you know, it's like the only way you're going to see pictures of your, you know, nieces and nephews and stuff. But I finally got him to sign up. But he like barely ever posts anything on there. I don't really go on Facebook all that much anymore either. I really don't. I like forget to check it. It's so crazy. Like for years, I would log. That would be like the first thing I would do in the morning is like log on to Facebook and see what's going on. And then I got to a point, I think it was probably around the time when my mom passed away. And I was just sick of like, I don't know, man. I just couldn't deal with anything during that time. We had fucking problems during that time. Well, I was grieving, but I was just like so sick of seeing everybody's shit. Like I was just like, God, people are so fake on here. That I think that's what like stopped me from going on there every day because I was like, oh my God, it's just like people bragging about their lives, basically, you know, and arguing. It was that played a big role. It was the 2016 election that played a huge role as to why I don't go on Facebook that much anymore. Because I was so sick of the political arguments with people. That definitely played a big role in me not wanting to be on Facebook anymore. I mean, I still have a page and everything, but you know, that shit I hate. I hate the political arguments. So I was like, bye. I like Instagram better than Facebook too, Celia. Definitely like Instagram better. Facebook's just like, ugh. It's like, you know, there's so many people on there just being so fake. Like everybody's like, I feel like it's like a brag book. That's what they should just basically call it. Like, look how great my life is. And I think it bothers me because there's a lot of people on there who I know that their lives are really fucked up, you know, and they'll post things and be like they're, you know, husband and wife that fight all the time. But then they're posting like all these like pictures trying to make it look like they have this perfect relationship. And it's like, I don't know, that shit bothers me. Like, be who you are, you know? I never hid who I was. I don't know. Like, when I'm going through something, fuck it. I'll let you know I'm going through some shit right now. I'm not going to sit there and pretend, you know. I mean, I'm not going to put out my personal business on there, but then I just wouldn't post. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be sitting there trying to convince people that if I'm not in a happy relationship, I'm not going to fucking sit there posting pictures trying to convince people that I'm happy. You know, that's just not how I roll. I went through that too, Purple Rain. Yeah, I hate Facebook. I don't know. And then the other thing that I really fucking hate about Facebook, I'll just be dead honest with you guys, is all the people that I know that are signed up with those multi-level marketing companies. that just post nonstop pictures of themselves. I got a couple of friends, and they're people I like too, but I'm like, dude, if I keep seeing you, I'm going to end up not liking you anymore. Like, dude, there's people I know that post pictures of themselves like fucking 40 times a day, dude. You know, like just selfie after selfie. I'm like, yo, dude, like we get it. You got in shape. You know what I'm saying? Good. I'm happy for you, but I don't need to fucking see it every day. I mean, just picture after picture. And for some reason, like their pictures come up more than anything else on my feed. And I'm like, holy shit, dude. I'm like, I first of all can never imagine taking that many pictures of myself. But on top of that, posting them on Facebook, I'd be like embarrassed. I definitely used Facebook as a grief journal of sorts when my mom passed away, though. It definitely became a little kind of sounding board for me when my mom passed away, you know, because it was like, I just didn't know what to do with my life. I'm sure everybody has a friend that does that, though. Same pictures every day, pictures of them like posing like to show how much weight they lost, which like, dude, I'm proud of your weight loss journey. You know what I'm saying? But like, holy shit, we get it. You lost weight. Great. Can we see like your kids or something maybe? I mean, every day, picture after picture after picture after picture of, you know, your weight loss. Great. Good for you. I'm real proud of you. The Meta thing was a flop. Was that another app? Social media has revealed a lot too. Too much for some people. We don't need to hear everyone's inner dialogue. The other thing I couldn't take was the constant picture of food. Everybody posting pictures of food. My mom was one of those. I'm like, we don't need to see what you're eating for dinner every night, dude. We just don't. Like, everybody's posting. There's people I know that had entire websites dedicated to food and meal prep. I'm like, no offense, I don't fucking care about your meal prep, you know? Should I should I chronicle my daily like shits? Like, come on. I need to see your meal prep every day. But thank you. Twitter, now X, is a flop. Why'd they rename it? That's so stupid. I feel like I never got into Twitter, so that doesn't even affect me. I don't know. First of all, I'm way too long-winded for Twitter. There's no way that I can confine myself to like 100 whatever characters or however many. Could you stop? Stop. However many characters it is. I was like, fuck that. As soon as I heard that shit, I was like, there's a character limit? No thanks. No thanks. I'm not into that shit. I want to be able to talk as much as I want. I don't need fucking character limits. Do you know how many people I locked up that we tracked down on Facebook? Oh, yeah, people put way too much stuff out there. Way too much out there. This place has definitely taught me to not put so much personal shit out there on the internet. Ever notice where they go, the free trips, they all look like Holt and very similar? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just crazy, dude. The MLM people. And it's like taken over on there on Facebook. And I'm like, oh, God, dude. So I like rarely ever go on there. It's kind of funny because I think my husband goes on there more than I do now. And he's like, did you see this person's post? And I'm like, no, because I haven't logged into Facebook for like 5 days because I really don't. I just don't look at it. I check Instagram more than I check Facebook, that's for sure. What is that about? I don't understand rebranding. I don't understand it either, especially with something that's already been so well established. Why, like, and it's not just like the branding of Twitter, like the whole, you know, I mean, literally like a tweet became a thing, you know, because like there's no other social media platform where the actual shit that you write has a name, you know. In every other platform, it's either a comment or a reply, but a tweet is a tweet, you know. And it's like that's what your post is called, is a tweet. So like, why would you rebrand that? I just don't even understand that. That's so stupid. And then the bird. I mean, think of all the people, right, that have business cards and have websites and have all this shit where they use that bird logo for people to go to their Twitter page. Now they all have to change that shit. I mean, to an X. I don't know. Stupid move on Elon Musk's part there. You know? Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I lost my wallet in LAX last year, so I paid for identity protection. Oh, shit. That sucks. My Facebook, I thought, was locked down like Fort Knox, but someone got it and posted a nasty post. A friend texted me telling me about it. I tagged all my friends. Yeah, well, people hack into them. I don't put out personal information anywhere. If you know me, you know me. It's strange to me seeing how much people put out on themselves. I mean, look, I've just always kind of been one of those people. It's just like an open kind of book person where like I don't really hide too much, but definitely I don't put out super personal shit. I never did, you know, but I mean, I'm talking like, you know, I was going to say family stuff, but I guess I did right on here, my grief story, but that's a little different. Prior to that, I would never, you know, say anything bad about my family, but I really do limit what I put out. Yeah, Elon Musk is a weirdo. But here, I feel like, unfortunately, there's a lot of shit I'd like to share with you guys. I just can't, you know, because I know that there's fucking assholes on here that are going to take that shit and, you know, do something malicious with it. So there's things on here I'd love to share, but like, I just can't on here. And it sucks, but I found news on my husband's Snapchat and sent them to everyone on his Snapchat. Oh, shit. I don't recognize the symbol on my phone, so I don't think to check Twitter as much, which might actually be a good thing. Twitter's savage, dude. It is an ugly place. I just like never got into it. I never got into reading it. I never liked the way it looked. Like I never liked. It's just like when like you know with MGL and them trying to go to D Live. Like I don't even like back in the day. Like that platform is ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't like the way it works. It's just not. It's not a good platform. And Kick, I don't really know much about, but I would have to assume it's pretty similar to D Live, which was a terrible platform. And she thought it was going to be like the next like YouTube. How'd that work out? How'd that work out for you? I don't know. I'm just not. Oh, fresh start. Hey, hold on. I got a gift for you, fresh start. Hold on. Here you go, boo-boo. Come and tell me about myself. There you go. There's the link. Come and tell me about myself, since you're just a sub and all. Since you're just a sub and all. Click that link, boo-boo. Don't matter anyway if you were blocked or not, because you could still take the link. Because this is your last chance for a while. I'm going to be away for a little bit. So, this is your last chance. Come tell me all about myself. Come tell me. You should have no reason to hide. There's no reason why you can't click that link right now and come tell me about myself. Tell me what a fucking narcissist I am. Come on, to my face. Instead of typing a bunch of shit. Look at this pussy right here. Here you go. When burnt toast comes up and shows her face, I will. Girl, bye. Or boy, bye. That right there tells me not only that you're a puss, but that you obviously are not just a sub. What does burnt toast have to do with anything? I don't understand. It tells me that we know that you're somebody, and the reason you don't want to come up here is because you're afraid people are going to recognize your voice, and you don't have the courage to face me. Because it's real easy to type a bunch of shit when you're hiding behind a troll account, ain't it? Honey, you can't defend her for hiding, laughing my fucking ass Q. You're a hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite, but you can't click a link. Okay, you can sit in a chat right now, but you can't click a link. Because you defend her for harassing people behind an abattoir, an abator, an abattoir. It's avatar, abator. I don't defend anybody, dude. Who is she harassing anyway? But so you need to look up. You must not understand what harassment is, because you need to look up the definition. Harassment is she reaching out to Betty Bullhorn and threatening her? Because that would be harassment. I don't think that's what she's doing. Reviewing somebody's videos on the internet, that's harassment? Okay. 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 So what do you think you're doing then? Because by your own definition, you're harassing me then. By going everywhere and criticizing me. I mean, that's according to your own definition. So then that would mean you're harassing me. Because you are everywhere in every comment section criticizing me and calling me names and all that. So I must be getting harassed by you then, right? I mean, that's your own definition. Click that link, boo-boo. Here it is again. Just in case. I knew you wouldn't take that. I knew you wouldn't dig it. I'm commenting and you're triggered. That's what I'm doing. Really? I'm triggered? Okay. You're a bitch. You can't even come up and say it to my face. So who's the real loser? I think that would be you. Who's blocking comments? Nobody's blocking comments, idiot. That's what I'm doing. So how do you know Burnt Toast isn't trying to just trigger Bullhorn Betty? You're the biggest hypocrite on the planet. Hold on a second. What's this person saying? Hold on. Who, what, when? How do y'all know? Fresh start, most likely B-Ferg's trying to draw attention to her community tab she's trolling. Oh my God, bro. Is this real life? So B-Ferg's is fresh start now, trying to draw attention to her community tab. Because what the fuck does she get out of that? What does she get out of drawing people to her? I don't even need them to show their faces. I don't give a fuck what they look like. But, you know, if you're just a sub, because yesterday that's what they said in the comment section, that they're just a sub. If that's the case, come on here. You don't have to show your face and say what you got to say to my face. You know, I'm not going to sit there typing back to 21, replies to a comment. So come tell me about myself to my face. I don't see why you can't do that. But you see how they got an excuse? Oh, when Burnt Toast shows her face. I mean, really, dude? What does that have to do with me and you being a bitch? You being a bitch. Now they're trying to say that B-Fergs is fresh start. So clearly, whoever that is, it's fresh start and a friend who came over here to troll. Good God. I don't think they could see me since I blocked them. I could see them. Well, you have a wrench in here, so I'm not sure how that works, but you could definitely see them. Yeah, I'm a sub. I don't like you. That's allowed here. You can't handle it, fucktard. I don't care that you don't like me. I honestly don't. But I would like, if I cared, I wouldn't be telling you to come up here and take a link and talk to me. Have the subs who agree with you come up, what the fuck? Keep deflecting there, buddy. You coward. Buck. I knew that they weren't going to come out. Yeah, fucktard does sound like Laura. I'm a sub. Yo, I'm just a sub. Well, technically, I'm a sub too, right? Because when I'm not live, I'm a sub as well on other people's channels. Point proven. Fuck God. Oh my God. Anyway, watch nonsense show up. I don't block anyone. Y'all are liars. Watch nonsense show up? Okay. And if she does, like, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? There you go. Nana says, I'll go up if you do. Fresh start. They can't take the little link. It's funny because my views just went up too. It's almost like as if somebody posted this in their Discord or some shit. Fresh, you're in her house talking shit. I'm not a coward because you say so, laughing my fucking ass off. You're virtue signaling peasants. Your subs are a bunch of rejects. Oh my God. I know. Who cares if nonsense comes in? It's weird because not many people besides, certain creator are that triggered by beefers. This person's really triggered by beefers. Really triggered by beefers. I see, like, it has to be somebody else who I talk about, right? It has to be. And instead of just coming in here or going on their own channel and talking shit, this is how they choose to do things. It is ridiculous because they're too busy trying to paint that there's some innocent person. Interesting how they weren't around yesterday. You literally always trying to justify why someone's calling out your lies. What lies, Fresh Start? Let's start there. Oh, and by the way, who's John Graff? Hold on a second. While you're here, maybe you can answer a question for me because that was fucking weird. Hold on. I'll have to go to B-Ferg's post here again. Where the fuck was that? Maybe you can help me make sense of this because it don't make a fucking whole lot of sense. Hold on. Shit, I can't find it now. Troll, make a monster being labeled troll. Hold on a second. Capone. Where the fuck was that shit? Oh, they wrote back to me. I said, wow, this is a lot. 7 replies to me. You seem quite miffed. I'm sorry to have you have to share the planet with a miserable narcissist like myself. I do feel bad for that. Sorry. Let me make it up to you. Save your fingers some energy. All that typing has to be exhausting. I don't know how you got blocked on my channel, but I unblocked you today. So meanwhile, they just came in here acting like they were blocked. John Graff, a sub, if yours, you idiot. Nice narrative. You're all paranoid, and he's a sub of yours. Okay, why were you writing his name in this comment section randomly, though? It doesn't even make sense. And I don't know who that is because I've never seen them in here before except one time. Oh, there you go, B-Fergs. So anyway, right? I said, I don't know how you got blocked, but I unblocked you today. Now there should be no excuse why you can't come up, tell me about myself on my panel, since you're just a random sub. So here's their answer. Mega Master got the most views in months using my name in her title. Oh my God, really, dude? You really think that? Laughing my fucking ass off. Because y'all subs are waiting for me to tell her about herself. It's coming. 100 receipts matter. She accuses without laughing my fucking ass off. Y'all know what projection is? All right, dude. Please post your receipts there, buddy. I'm still waiting. I've been waiting months for this. I mean, I don't know what's stopping you at this point. Hold on a second. Laughing my fucking ass off. You thinking he was from high school? No, dude. I said I went to school. See, you don't listen. I went to school. I said I thought it was weird because I went to school with somebody with that name. There's a lot of people with that name in this world. I'm just saying it's weird that a name that's the same name as somebody I knew from high school or I wasn't really that great of friends with had the same name as a person in my chat, dude. I don't think it's actually that person, you fucking idiot. Yeah, exactly. Under the fresh start name, they could be an idiot and bigot without consequence. Exactly. That's exactly why. Sure you did, lying again. Really? Go back to my live yesterday. I mean, I could play it for you if you like. I didn't think it was actually the person. John Graff said you took Molly down. Oh, did they? Because that's the furthest thing from the truth. I didn't take her down. She took herself down. Lies, liar. Lier, liar. Oh my God, bro. Lies. Here you go, fresh start. Just one more time. Since you're just this person's like, wow, I'm lying about what exactly am I lying about? You still haven't given me an example. Because I definitely didn't lie about that, because I didn't actually think it was the person I went to high school with. Because first of all, I don't even know what the fuck they're doing in life. And I didn't actually go to high school with them. I said I knew them when I was younger, but not in high school because they were older than me. And I mean, I don't know how they would find my YouTube page, or even me for that matter, but okay. Thought it was your, oh my God. Thought it was you. You're the only one running with that narrative, laughing my fucking ass off. I gave 19,000 examples. You're trying to, you're deflecting. Oh my God, dude. Use the punctuation, for fuck's sakes. Hold on a second. The fuck was I just gonna look at? I've never, ever once taken credit for taking down MGL, ever. I don't know where you got that from, but that is certainly not the case. Yeah, did said he was from high school. You're an idiot. It's not the first time you blame someone from high school. What the fuck are you talking about? When have I ever blamed someone from high school? I didn't say they were from high school. I went to high school with his brother, I said. You fucking idiot. I went to school with his brother. You should probably go back and listen. I know what I said. I didn't go to high school with that person because they were years older than me, and we would never have been in high school together. But the younger brother was in my grade. So, duh. Did y'all ever see her? Who? Did we ever see who? Remy is a perfect example of what supports MM. I think everybody here has seen Remy, but why are you picking on Remy? It's funny how this person targets certain people out of my chat. Certain people that, if it's who I think it is, they were friends with at one time. Oh. But much like every friendship they've had, it falls apart. She tells them she's pretty, laughing my ass off. You did say he was from high school. You liar. Everyone who doesn't like you from high school. That person didn't even... I don't think that person would even have an opinion on me in high school because we didn't go to high school together, but they don't know me so like that. So I don't think they could like or dislike me. It's so stupid, bro. Yeah, they changed their typing abilities. Sometimes they could actually speak and sometimes they can't. You liar. Lier. Liar. I don't know why that became that person's voice, but it just is. Because they sound so stupid. It's the only voice I could come up with. Oh my God. It really is. Like, I wonder sometimes if I'm being trolled by like somebody's like fucking 13-year-old kid or something. Because the way they talk and the things that they think are important literally sound like a child. Like, it's like, did somebody send their kid here to troll me? It's fucking weird. The things that this person says. Liar. I mean, clearly a kid who's not doing well in school because they can't even spell like second grade freaking words. Yeah, they're trying very hard to type differently than their normal typing. They're like with the shorthand, like the someone with the number one or the your, like the, yeah, they're trying way too hard and failing miserably at it. Yeah, like someone who never finished high school. It's exactly how they talk. You liar. Jeez. Poor thing. Poor thing. Sounds like someone's Patreon post. It does, right, Remy? It does. It does sound like that. Very incoherent. Like almost like they're using talk to text. But that can't be talk to text because talk to text wouldn't do that shorthand. It's definitely part of their troll. Trying to pretend they're stupid. Because I've seen them in other comment sections, like typing completely normal. So it's definitely part of the troll. The troll, you liar. You liar. Sorry, I just had to grab my spoon. You'll never see, yeah, Remy. No, it's definitely not talk to text. Unless they have some kind of like app that like puts it in stupid mode, then maybe. It's like if there's an app that makes you sound like an illiterate idiot when you're typing, and maybe there is such an app. Actually, you know what? Somebody sent me something yesterday. Hold on a second. Because then maybe that's possible. It's like a translator of sorts. There's something under my eye. I keep looking down and seeing it. Yeah, that's what I was just looking at, Purple Rain. Hold on a second. Where the hell's your text? I can't find it now. Because, you know, we aren't friends in real life. There you are. The dialectizer. Let's see if it works. Ooh. Hold on. I'm going to copy it and put it in my... Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Oh, wait. That's the wrong page. Hold on a second. Paste. There we go. Dialectizer. Wow. This website, speaking of like MySpace and shit, right? Speaking of MySpace, chat numbers, yeah, drop by 10 when they stop watching because you know they're in a Discord somewhere. You know they're in a Discord. I like how they said, hold on, I want to go on my channel for a second. They're like, oh, using my name in the title. First of all, I never use their actual name in the title, but that sounds like somebody else. And I put Fresh Shart one time in my title, and that live got 2.3K views, right? But what else did we cover in that stream? We went over Bullhorn Betty's, what do you call it? Things. That's what probably most people were watching because I remember that live. And the chat was, the chat numbers were up higher when I was reading that. I remember looking and thinking, holy shit, there's almost like 300 people here listening to this with the Bullhorn Betty stuff. But this idiot thinks it's because of them. Because, you know, everybody knows who Fresh Shart is. Talk to text only. But it goes to show that they're stalking my numbers, which is kind of weird. Why would a troll be so interested in my views and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like a random subscriber. Laughing my fucking ass off. I also had one called Complete Reject. That got 2,000 views. I have one named So that got more views. So, again, they're wrong. 2.4 thousand views. So, you're kind of wrong there. Every friendship you have falls apart. Every son in here. What the fuck does that mean? Every friendship you have falls apart. Every son in here. What the fuck does this even mean? In here you hated? Who did I hate in here? Exactly. Every friendship falls apart? Okay. You know what, Fresh Start? You're right. You're so right. You're right. Okay? All my friendships fall apart. You're so right. You're so right. Because you know my whole life story. Every friendship of yours falls apart. Because some of the people in here I've been friends with for years, over 5 years. Everyone in here is a noob who doesn't know you or who's a weirdo. Really? Everybody's a newbie. Like Purple Rain, who's been around for 5 years. Like Remy, who's been around for 5 years. Like KB Bells, who's been around for 5 years. Like Sarah, who's been around for 5 years. Yeah, all the noobs. Oh, look, there's Lexi Lou. She's new. Haven't seen her name around. Lexi Lou is a noob. Total noob. Hi, Lexi. Nice to meet you. My name's... Oh, Mac and Cheese. Total noob. Pugs. Total noob. Look at all the noobs in here. Beefers. Total noob, dude. Life Rewinded. Total noob. Oh, there's Ems. She's a noob, too. Yeah, you're right. You're so right. None of these people have been around for 5 years or anything like that. Okay. You took that Kermit the Frog on meth, you crackhead. Okay. If you say so. Oh, look, you actually said something funny. They could spell Kermit, but they can't spell like other names. I just cannot make sense of this. All right, so let's see. Dialect, redneck. What the fuck is Cockney? Sounds crazy. Oh, hacker. Let's see this. How do you do this thing? Oh no, wait. That's for a web page. Let's see. Have them talk like a hey, fresh start. You suck donkey dicks for breakfast. See what happens here. Let's see what my result. Hey, fresh start. Yo suck donkey dicks for bus fast. Hold on, we gotta try different dialects. I gotta make it longer. Hold on. Hey, fresh start. You think I'm an idiot? Here we go. Why don't your bitch ass take a link? You donkey dick riding loser. All right, let's see how this goes. Let's try Cockney. A bee, that's all, folks. Let's see what this gives me. Hey, fresh start. Your link think I'm an tosser. Why don't your bitch ass take a link, your donkey dick riding loser? That sounds like what they're using. That sounds very close to what they're using. All right, let's try jive. I'll try to type something a little more not so mean. Let's see. Hey, fresh start. Would you like to be my friend? We can go to the park. Whoops. I don't know. Yeah. We could go to the park and hold hands. I promise no donkey dicks be involved. Oh my God. I really question my life choices sometimes. Oops. I mistyped. Involved. You have my word. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to copy this so I don't have to keep typing. All right. Hey, fresh start. Would you like to be my friend? Oh, I should put a question mark after that. We can go to the park and hold hands. I promise no donkey dicks will be involved. You have my word. All right, let's see what we got here. Hey, fresh start, man. Would you like to be my homie? We can go to the I don't know what that word is, to the park and hold hands. Promise no donkey dicks. Got to be involved. You got my word. All right, let's see what else happens. This actually might be what they're using. Maybe not this exact one, but let's see Elmer Fudd. Maybe that's what they're using. Oh my god, this is so funny. This is fucking hilarious. Are they still talking? Good God. I can't see your comments right now, so you're kind of wasting your time. Hey, Fresh Start, would you like to be my friend? We could go to the park and hold hands. Oh, that's Squealy Rabbit. I promise no. Hey, where'd that come from? I promise no donkey dicks will be involved. You have my word. That's fucking great, dude. That is fucking great. Oh my god. Like somebody had to sit here and program this shit, like, which is pretty cool. What does a hacker speak like? Let's see. All right. This is pretty funny. I wonder if they have one of these. It's like a troll or something, but that would be very time consuming. Oh, look at that. Hey, Fresh. They put the E star. LOL. Oh, shit. Yo, listen. They put LOL after everything. Would you like to be my dude? We could go to the parge and hold hands. I promise no donkey dicks will be involved. You are lame, because you something have my word. You have my word, because you sucks, or you have my rod. Yo, dude, this is like the closest we've gotten so far. LOL. Let's see what censor is. That was pretty damn close. Hey, Fresh Start, would you like to be my friend? We could go to the park and hold hands. I promise no donkey dicks will be involved. All right, that one didn't change anything for some reason. It did not change anything. Pig Latin, Swedish chef, moron. Let's try that one, because that seems fitting, right? That seems fitting. Hey, Fresh Start, would you like to be my friend? Weber can go to the park and hold hands. Oh my God, this one sounds like them too. I promise no donkey dicks will be emboldened. Yeah, dude, you have my word. Dude, this one is definitely the closest we've gotten so far. It is fucking close. Here, let me try. Hold on. Let me try one more thing here. Here. Make up mobster. You are a narcissist. Holy shit. NARCISSIST. You are a narcissist. Everyone hates you. Hold on. Everyone hates you. Your subs lie to you. Laughing my fucking ass off. You are miserable. Okay, let's see what happens here. Oh, whoops, I spelled it wrong. This is pretty much like all they say. Oh, let me copy and paste. Hold on. This is pretty much all they say 90% of the time. Make a mobster. You are a narcissist. Everyone hates you. Your subs lie. You do cool. Laughing my fucking ass off. Duh. You are Miss Haggle. That sounds pretty close. If I had to say so myself. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh my goodness. They're still talking. Poor things. Poor things. This is how adults act, laughing my fucking ass off. All you idiots telling me I'm talking shit behind an avatar. You got closer that time. But then you fucked up. Talking shit behind an avatar. I swear to fucking God, I swear that they are using something like that. I think you are right, Purple Rain. Did MM call all her fake friends up? I love that. I love it. That's what Barca do. I gotta pin these to the screen because they're so funny. I love it. That's what Barca do. What's a Barca do? Ruff, 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 ruff. Is a Barkadoo? Is that a Barkadoo? A Barkadoo. Is that like a dog breed? Like a cockapoo? I got a Barkadoo. What the fuck is a Barkadoo, bro? Is that what a Barkadoo? I don't know why that's their voice. It just is. That's what, like when I read that in my head, that's how it sounds. It just sounds so stupid. Yo, a Barkadoo. A Barkadoo. Is that like a cockatoo? Is it a bird, maybe? It sounds more like a dog, but it's possible it's a bird. A Barkadoo. Hi, I'd like you to meet my my pet Barkadoo. I sound like I'm on crack, but you're the one who's writing words like Barkadoo. Okay. An habitat. Yeah, I'm the one who's on crack. What if I did smoke crack though? I mean, maybe I'm the biggest crackhead on the planet. You're gonna drug shame me? I sound like I'm on crack. The person who could actually speak properly. Okay, well, sometimes. You are a twat trapped in the body of a little knobhead. A Barkadoo. What is a Barkadoo? Could you explain? See, there's a problem. Like, they never fucking explain themselves or correct themselves. And then they're like, you understand every word I'm saying. And I'm like, I really don't, because, like, I don't know what a Barkadoo is. I have no idea. It sounds like you're typing with your fucking toes, honestly. Like, which I didn't think was possible until today, but I think that's what's going on there. A Barkadoo. Oh my God. My pet Barkadoo. That's a funny word, man. Oh my God. I'm good, Barkadoo. Or maybe it's like an article of clothing. Like, I'm going to wear my Barkadoo today. My Barkadoo hat. Oh my goodness. They got really upset yesterday. Why don't we talk about the fact that your mother was a how? You really hurt my feelings there. Look, all their troll friends are joining. How cute. How cute. Don't block them. Just let them stay. It's entertaining. Your mama was a hoe. Your mama was a hoe. You know, she was girl. You know she was girl. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're right, dude. She was. Sure. Hoes in different area codes. Imagine they drank more and then they started to type like normally. Come on, tell the truth, shame the devil. Oh my God, bro. I seriously, like, I want to know why I get all the fucking illiterate trolls. Just showing their asses at this point. Do you guys see what I'm saying? I just have to point this out. This whole live today, we talked about a host of different topics, right? So I don't want to fucking hear shit when, Laura's people are like, all you do is talk about Laura. This is what they do, bro. This is what they do. Because obviously this is a group of people. It's coming from somebody's Discord because there's a whole bunch of them, right? So they're all working, obviously, together and talking about this somewhere. Well, it's probably one of Laura's little private Facebook chats or Discord rooms or some shit. And and it's like we spent a whole day talking about various topics, nothing to do with anybody here on YouTube, right? And you see how it's like they want me to talk about people on here? Because otherwise you wouldn't come in trolling at a time like this. You want me to talk about people on YouTube. It's really funny how they do this. Because they enjoy hearing people shit talk her. It's fucking weird, bro. Barca is short for Barcelona Football Club. Is it a bad thing to be a hoe? You ain't a bitch, you're a hoe. Here we go. You ain't a bitch, you're a hoe. The bitch can't spell narcissist, fucking moron. But I spelled it right. You see, if I didn't spell it right, it would have been underlined in red when I spelled it. You can't spell simple words like liar, and you're going to talk about being able to spell narcissist? You know who can't say narcissist? Laura. She says narcissist. What time is it? I got about like 15 more minutes that I could play with these idiots, and then I got to go. Fresh start. Do you need a hug? I think they do. I think they do. I honestly, like, again, dude, I mean, I really don't have that much time, but, you know, you're more than welcome to come up and tell me all about myself. All about myself. Talking about other spelling, but doesn't know can't has an apostrophe. Yeah, right? They're talking about my spelling, but they write words like Barkatoo and Barkadoo and Abator, whatever the first one was. I can't even remember. Wait, those aren't the right lyrics. I can't remember them. I have a few hoes. They all garden hoes. I love, though, that people think they're going to come in here and get me triggered by saying some shit like that. Like, all right, dude, my mom was a hoe. Okay. Like, I mean, what do you want me to say? Whatever. Yeah, I know you're just saying that to try to trigger me. Like, you can't think I'm not stupid, that I'm going to flip out over that. A Barkadoo Fresh Fart needs an account called Abator Barkadoo. Bro, I'm a 40-year-old dirtbag with no family or friends and my son at a gas station. For breakfast, I sit on YouTube instead of cleaning my house. Oh, sorry to hear that, Fresh Start. Sorry to hear that. Bro, I'm a 40-year-old dirtbag with no family or friends and my son at a gas station. This is so funny. Wow, you're really triggering me. Because one morning we were running late and I had to get my son something from the gas station. I'm such a bad mom, dude. You know, it's like, should I starve him? Would that be better? Or get him at least something to eat? My son's spoiled. He gets eggs every morning. So, usually. Except for the one day we were running late. But I guess I should have starved him. That would have been better, right? That would have been better. Why do they do that? Because they're fucking jealous assholes, right? That they think that this shit on here. You know what I'm against her publicly. You got no friends. I mean, I don't know. I never said I had no friends, but if you want to think that, that's fine. But you got no family. Okay. I have some family. I just don't talk to most of the people in my family by my choice. I don't know if it's one person. It could be one person on multiple accounts. I do think, though, that there could be a small group of kids. Yeah, maybe I should put a lock on my fridge. Would that be better? This way my son has to fucking beg me for food every time he wants to eat. What do you call it? I do think that there's small groups of people that would be okay with this shit. It's not maybe an entire Discord, but it's definitely a few people. Yeah, you look entertained, laughing my fucking ass off. You're disgusting. Am I? I am. You're right. I'm disgusting. Like, nobody would be this angry with me except for one person, really. Can you get over spell check? Your subs can't spell. Well, here's the thing, though. How would you know? Your moral compass only works one way. Gee, who's that sound like? Who's that sound like? Can you get over spell check? Your subs can't spell. Your moral compass only works one way, dude. Your moral compass. Who uses that moral compass thing all the time? Gee, I can't think. But they say compass. Your moral compass. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. Pretty fucking obvious. And it's funny because look, they go after the same people. There's other people saying shit in here, but look, Pugs, Sarah, they pick certain people because those are the same people that get them triggered. Oh my goodness. How would you know though, since you can't spell yourself, how would you know that other people can't spell? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Because you can't spell yourself. So how would you know, right? Allegedly. How would you know that other people can't spell when you can't spell? That doesn't even make sense. I mean, you're the last person I would want spell checking my chat. Dude. Your moral compass only works one way. The only person who's like obsessed with people's moral compasses would be Laura. Your moral compass. I have to give her credit though for trying so hard this time. You know what I'm saying? She tried. Dude. Laughing my fucking ass off. Even with the capitalization, because she always capitalizes when she puts LOL. It's like, oh my God, dude, could you make this any more obvious? Last week it was oh my God, there's a mosquito biting my my head of David statue. That's not a real person, you fucking dumb mosquito bitch. Hold on a second. I need something to kill this with. Get out of here, you little bitch. It got away. Fuck. Get out of here. Go outside. Go away. What the fuck is in your throat, Nat? You fucking nasty shit. It's called phlegm, dude. Would you like to hear it? Yeah, what's under your nails? Laura and her hair ball. Oh my God. What's all over your fucking house, dude? That's what we need to know. I knew they wouldn't take a link. I knew it. Maybe she blew her hub. I was laughing my ass off. No need to. Yeah, right? Maybe I swallowed a lot of jizz this morning and it's stuck in my throat. Spell check ain't always my friend. It's got to be exhausting to go around the internet constantly making no sense. You know, it's funny because I'm pretending I'm going to clean the house or shower. It's been 2 weeks. How'd you know, dude? How'd you know? It's like, you home all day. Welcome. Yeah, totally. Yeah. So they weren't just for shits and giggles. See what she's been up to. Has she been live? I don't know. Has she been live? I don't know. It's just so weird though, because again, well, there's a lot of clues pointing to her. I mean, I have to say, you know, the investigation I've been conducting on this. Number one, they have an obsession with beef eggs and Purple Rain. Capone would say the same thing to Purple Rain all the time, that they caught me, that I was talking shit about her and they seen proof. And now this, and I don't think it's Capone. I don't think he's, to be quite honest with you, intelligent enough to troll like this. But what do you call it? And it's funny because this account said the same thing to Purple Rain. Like, you know, it'd probably help if you're trying to troll. Just a little tip here, girl. It's just a little tip that if you're trying to troll and sound like somebody else, you should probably not do that. You should probably, you know, hold on, sorry. You should probably not say the same things you say under your regular account. That's probably a good idea. You already said you had no family. How do you lie so much? I've said every time that I don't talk to most of my family, but I still talk to some of my cousins. So I never said I have no family, dude. My cousin comes in here from time to time. I don't know where you've been, but if you want to think that I don't talk to absolutely anybody in my family, that's fine. I really don't care, dude. Like, I don't give a shit. I chose not to talk to them. So Laura hasn't done a community post since 2 days ago. Could it be that she's traveling somewhere yesterday and couldn't type in chats and comment sections? Streamed 1 day ago. Oh no, maybe she is here. Candle giveaway. Oh, yay. Who's getting an exploding candle today? Who is it? Who's the winner? Paranoid. How many can I be if you have no enemies? I'm from high school. Oh, okay. I never said I have no enemies, dude. But okay. It's so stupid. All right. Since you want to be here, you went to high school. Yeah, they really. It's hard to say that they did. Hold on. How many different people can I be? Well, the internet's a pretty big fucking place. So, I mean, you could be a lot of people, but more likely than not, there's like one of like maybe 4 people that I could think of that you could be. You could only be one person, clearly. I mean, well, not necessarily. Ask multiple people to do her trolling for her so she doesn't get caught. But, you know, you gave a lecture on moral compass, is you fucking weirdo. On God. On God. Touche. Oh my God, this is fun. I gave a lecture on moral compasses. Really? When was that? When did that happen? A lecture on would you like to come? Dude, like, you gave yourself away with that one, but you can try to blame me. The only reason I was ever talking about moral compasses, as Laura says, was because Laura is the one who was like, I mean, it must have been like 30 times. Damn, you watch my every live too. The only time I talked about it is Laura was like, oh, you know, your moral compass and your moral compass. And I was saying how, you know, most people's moral compass, whatever the fuck you want to say, is the same. You know, we all know what's good and what's bad. Laura acts like everybody has like varying moral compasses. Like a regular compass, right? Every north is north, south is south. They're not different. Every compass is going to, or compass, now I'm getting fucked up, is going to point to north, you know? So she doesn't understand the concept of a compass, dude. And the phrase. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh shit. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, she's in her mansion today. She's in her mansion, guys. See, I wouldn't have even talked about her today had these trolls not come in here. So she could thank you, or you could thank yourself. You could thank yourself. And of course, my internet sucks. This has to be a long, drawn out candle giveaway, huh? It's got to be
way to do it. But I also think that people should
Dude,
come.
she don't look bad here in this, you know, like if she would just get rid of those fucking blue contacts, she would look 10 times better.
Come up on panel to play trivia.
I mean, yes, she has a light blaring in her face. I just want to see what she's giving away.
It makes it so much more fair and so much easier. So I can.
Now I'm back to being Laura, laughing my fucking ass off. You sloppy, dirty, do nothing, nobody. This person's fucking hilarious, dude. I love it. They're getting more and more angry. You sloppy, dirty, do nothing. Wait, what was it? You sloppy, dirty, do nothing, nobody. Hold on a second. Trick no good. Yeah, right? You sloppy, dirty, do nothing, nobody. Oh my God. Dude, you're really having an effect on my self-esteem.
Can get 10.
Could you stop?
People, I'm giving away 2 candles tonight.
All right, we need to see them.
Everything is included. A subscriber who wants to remain anonymous did go ahead and buy 4 candles with shipping to be.
Oh my God. So she's not even giving them away herself. Somebody else had to pay for this shit for her. Wow, dude. Wow. So like she wouldn't be doing this if somebody didn't pay for it. Oh my goodness, Laura.
Be sent out. So we're going to do 2 on this channel, 2 on the other channel. That's going to be done tomorrow. So thanks, Squirrel. They're not finished. I just was kind of like killing time a little. So.
Oh, what happened? Oh.
So that's going to be in a little while. Hey, Sweet Pea.
Okay.
But I do think that is the easiest way to do it. I have like 10 trivia questions. Thank you, Rhodey. I have like 10 trivia questions. And it's going to be a lot of fun. But I have noticed that it is much easier to do when you guys come up on panel instead of a delay. You know, oh, I said the answer first. It makes it easier to just do it.
Did anybody actually come up on the panel? I can't like sit here watching this. I really do have things to do. Oh, Lordy, 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 Lord. Lordy, 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 Lord. It's a runaway, not a giveaway. She has an upcoming live right now around the time you have to log off. What is the chances? Really? Does she? On this channel or the other channel? Yeah, she is boring. That's why I'm saying I can't fucking sit here watching this shit. Like, I don't want to die of boredom today. You rotten, dirty. What was it? Rotten, dirty. Do nothing, blah, blah, blah. All right. I don't want to fucking watch this shit anyway. She's boring me to fucking tears. She's boring me to tears. She definitely looks much better than in her man videos. Yeah. No one, that's what I'm saying. Did anybody even go in her on her live? What kind of shit talk would there even be? Well, you know, she got really, really triggered by B-Fergs one day. And I just find it odd, you know, that this troll is also very triggered by B-Fergs. And she also went after Purple Rain several times. And they say a lot of the same things that Laura says to these people. You know, so it's like either the biggest coincidence in the fucking world, or it might be Laura or somebody who follows her. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're literally making a fool of yourself and embarrassing your family. What's left of it? One coursing, laughing my ass off. You look like a moron. Seriously, not funny. Okay. Do you really think that, like, I care that you think that, though? Like, real question. I don't care that you think that I'm embarrassing my family. It doesn't matter. You do realize that, right? I look like a moron embarrassing my family. I mean, you have realized that. I don't really care what you think about me. or have to say about me? You haven't gotten there yet, huh? Huh? I mean, did you use the same, I don't know, 5 insults over and over again? Oh, wow, my family. Wow, that's original. That's fucking original. You really got me in my feels on that one. I never would have thought that one up on my own. Gee. Like the family that I chose not to talk to. You are telling me that I don't talk to them, which I already know that because I don't talk to them. So. Dude, is this person behind in the chat? Right, you talk about moral compasses and yours only calls out people who disagree with you. Oh, yeah, sure, dude. Sure, Dan. Hold on a second. Oh, Laura's doing a live about Bullhorn Betty. I thought she, Oh, I was just so confused because it said 9 a.m. and I'm like, what? Rhetorical question, I guess. What is wrong with you, Betty? All of a sudden, Laura's calling out Betty after like a month and a half of sticking up for her. I wish I could play that, but I just can't because I got things to do. Fresh start, take a link and say compass. Compass, my moral compass. Fresh start used to embarrass their family daily with their crazy live streams. Yeah, that's true. She's giving away the corn and the poop candle with Capone's feet dangling out. Wait, so what time does this? Hold on. I'm not good at doing time. Let me go. I'll go check it out. Shut the fuck up. Sit the fuck down and listen. It says upcoming scheduled for. Oh, it starts in 3 minutes. I got 3 minutes more to spare. I got 3 minutes more to spare. I got like another. I guess I could stay on here another maybe 15 minutes. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? The parasitic candle maker is starving for fresh blood. Why is she compass? Why is she all of a sudden calling Bullhorn Betty out after like, months of saying, like basically trying to tell people like, leave her alone. Now all of a sudden she's calling her out. I wonder what happened. What was with the change of start? I mean heart, Laura. It's 12 there. Okay. Yes, it's almost 12. The spelling is definitely approved aside from the laziness. Views must be down. Must be. Well, especially on that channel because she can't get, she can't get the views. Oh, I got to tell you guys, making these little crystal resin things are so fun. It's like, I don't know. I'm really enjoying making them. Show us how much they know a moral compass has nothing. Compass has nothing to do with agreeing, disagreeing. I know, really. Moral compass is like, well, I think it's wrong to kill. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I only call out people who disagree with me. I don't like Betty, Bullhorn, or Laura. They don't disagree with me. I just call out that they're stupid. They do stupid shit. They've never sat here and disagreed with anything that I said. I don't even fucking talk to them. So how could they disagree with me? It's 11 o'clock in Bama. It's all about the views for Laura. Yep. Show us how much they know. Yeah. Oh, I just listened. I'm going to listen while I clean my house. I don't need shark. Fresh. Where? Oh, where are you, Fresh Start? So weird. It's like Laura's going live and Fresh Start disappears. Hold on a second. I mean, like, what's the chances? Oh, what is the chances? They disappear while Laura's going live. I'm a do. Wait, what did they say? That was so funny. Do good, nothing, nobody. She's just not good at this. See what I'm saying? As much as she tries to disguise herself, she sucks at it, dude. Absolutely sucks at it. And then they sit here and they're like, oh, how many people do you think I am? And it's like, dude, oh my God. It's all part of the fucking game, dude. I troll the trolls right back. It's that they don't seem to understand. Hold on a second. I think I'm the master troll in this situation. Just saying. What's her stupid channel's name? And listen. But at least they, I can't believe she's calling out Bullhorn Betty after like 2 months of talking shit about people calling her out. Now she's like, I'm calling her out. You are not smarter than an attorney. Hold on a second. Wait a second. Is that what she's saying? Because I distinctly remember Laura standing up for her and this lawsuit. just like 2 weeks ago, I swear. Or maybe I'm just like imagining things. But do you guys remember this theme? I remember her distinctly standing up for Bullhorn Betty, or Betty Bullhorn, whatever, plug it in. I always try to charge it, but it just basically standing up. Commenting isn't going after someone. You need help. Okay, so either is doing comment. Why else are you investigating me if you don't care? Oh my God, pick a demon. Pick a demon? What does that mean? That doesn't even make sense. Hold on, because her live hasn't started yet. So, did you pass the troll account off? Holy shit, fresh start. You're still here. Yeah, well, it's still we're waiting for her to start her live still. Here we go. Let's see how this plays out. Why don't you go Laura? Go watch Laura since you love her so much. Hold on a second. Just a week ago, she was like defending Bullhorn Betty, but now all of a sudden, I can't wait to hear this. Laura is thinking that she's an attorney, smarter than an attorney. She's like, oh, you're not smarter than an attorney, Bullhorn Betty, because I am. Oh my goodness. So now she's standing up for Queen Bee. Pick a demon. That sounds like something Laura would say too, right? Because she always gets like sayings wrong. Like it should be pick a struggle, but she never gets things right. It's like if you can't stand the heat, get out of the bedroom. Like that's Laura. Pick a demon? I don't even okay. Drink some semen. Laura's always, hold on. Yeah, she's going to try and interpret these legal documents. Come on, Laura. Why are you so late to your own live start? Do you have Laura pinned on TV? Laughing my fucking ass off. How would I get Laura pinned on my TV? Is that even possible? Laura. Yeah, make like a tree and leave. So weird that her live, she's trying to give somebody else her password to this account so they could continue trolling me while she's live. That's what the holdup is right now, and why her live hasn't started yet. All right, hold on. I'm gonna go grab a cigarette while we patiently wait for her troll to start. I'm telling you guys, she did that once. She had given me her login for one of her troll accounts. Give me a second. Oh, stop it. Oh my God, my gate stuck. What the hell? I can't get off my porch. She's like in her Discord right now, messaging everybody. Quick, here's my login. Here's my login info. Go in MM's chat. We think it's Laura to try to spell like shit. to make it look like not her. I mean, look, anything's possible, right? If it's not her, then it's like somebody pretending, basically. Pretending to be her, pretending to be somebody else. Because, like, I offered them a link for like 3 days in a row now, and they just won't take it. They could sit here in my chat, you know, trolling, but they can't come up on my panel for some reason. Like, they could sit here typing nonstop, so I know they're not like at work or, you know what I'm saying, doing something where they can't come up on a panel. Moral compass has nothing to do with disagreeing, laughing my fucking ass off. You got really smart people here. Y'all sit around and do this for a living. So does Laura. Doesn't she sit around and do this for a living? I don't do this for a living. Because, I mean, I would need to be able to, like, survive off of this shit. And I definitely cannot survive off of YouTube. But, but Laura definitely has stated many times that this is her job. And that she does this for a living. I didn't disappear, you fucking idiot. You blocked me. Oh my God. So now they're going to try to gaslight me into thinking that I blocked them. I can't block you, dude. I don't even know how this person got blocked last time. Probably one of the mods, if I had to guess. I might have told them to block you. I don't remember. But I hardly do block people unless they just start getting on my nerves, you know? Depends on the day. Like what kind of mood I'm in when I wake up that day. And whether I feel like dealing with your shit or not. I'm right here, you creep. And I know how this place works. You aren't trolling me. Okay, you're right. I'm not. Why is her live so late? Come on, Laura. I don't got all day. I don't have all day. Do I have to like refresh the page or something? Shouldn't it just start? Did you hit the thumb up when you came in? Why did she put that up as a poll? So stupid. Yeah, I'm definitely not getting paid to be here, but, well, kind of. Is laughing my ass off a weight loss plan? Having a moral compass has nothing to do with agreeing. It's about making choices. True. I'm not taking screenshots. I'm taking screenshots to show you're a liar and you're triggered as fuck. Okay. Please do so. You could go right ahead and do that. If you have time to sit here doing that, I feel bad for you. Yeah, like what's going on? Why is her live taking so fucking long to start? Make sure you're logged out of all your troll accounts, Laura, before you go live and show and play it from the wrong account. It's fine if you do, MM. Fine if I do what? Hold on, sorry. Oh, you're saying like making a living off of here. I really don't though. Like I'd never be able to survive off of YouTube, dude. My channel sucks. You know what I'm saying? You blocked them and they said something about your subs. Okay, see, I said I don't remember. I probably did. They said I can't. I keep getting that. I know I blocked the other one the other day because I keep getting them confused because I know it's the same person. So I'm like, I don't know which one I blocked when. But they're unblocked now. How many times, right? If you went in and trolled Laura's chat and she blocked you, you're blocked forever, dude, as a troll account. Like I actually I'll unblock your ass, even if I do block you. Y'all are watching Laura, so you love her so much. Okay, yeah, we love her. You're right. We're waiting for her live to start, you know? I don't know what's taking so long. I just don't know. We don't want your stupid poll, or nobody's hitting the fucking like button. In fact, there you go. Bitch. I don't like it because you're fucking 10 minutes late, dude. And I got shit to do. Fresh start. Who won the candle? Hold on a second. Did you get my message about candle win? I want you to send it to Deets if it's possible. Dude, Deets on the streets ain't gonna be fucking giving Laura her address. What fucking world is this person living in? Why would you do such a thing? I don't even understand. Dude, what is going on here? Cause you're arguing with your demons, you dummy. Who? What demons? What are you talking about? She's going to wait until you log off. I know. Well, I'm going to have to regardless. So she totally planned on you being done by now. She did because I said I had 15 minutes, which I really do need to get off of here. I don't know if she still does it, but there will be a 10-minute lead up intro. I know, dude. I know. Yeah, she's definitely waiting for me to end my live. So, yeah. Yeah. Because, there's no other time of the day she could have went live. It had to be while I was live. I don't know if she still does it. Oh, fuck. Did I just get a mosquito bite? Unlike her, you have a real life to attend to. Yes, I do. I actually do. I know it's hard to believe since I don't shower and what was the other thing? Clean my house and all that shit. I say you log off, wait, and then come back. I wish I could, Lacey. I have to be somewhere. So those 8 minutes. Oh, dude. I don't like the 10-minute countdown. It is annoying, especially when it's live. When it's like a replay, I don't care because you could skip past it. But when it's live, oh my God. I'm like, I'll come back in 10 minutes. Like, I'll go leave. I'll leave your chat for 10 minutes and come back because I can't stand sitting through like music and all that other shit. Projected again as only you do, giving your traits away. What? Oh my God, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. What am I projecting? Do you even know what projecting is? Like, what exactly? Just give me an example. Fuck my life. Give me an example of what projecting is. It shows her live was only 2 minutes and 41. It's already over? Wow, that's weird. That's weird. Yeah, and she was bugging out one day about, I guess, like Queen Bee doing long intros. And I'm like, Laura, she's like, 15 minutes is crazy, but like 10 minutes is too. Like a 2-minute intro is cool, but like fucking to wait for your room to chat, fill up. But, 10 minutes is a little much. It really is. It's already over. Wow. That's interesting. What could possibly be going on? She can't find somebody else to troll in my chat, I guess. We could just go like someone could record it and analyze it tomorrow. Dialector apps. The last comment was almost normal, right? Good God. Good God. I won't sit through a 5-minute intro, let alone 10. Yeah. People don't like that. They just don't. I would say the majority of people don't like they don't like long intros, and I'm definitely one of those people. I'm just not into it. Like Burnt Toast plays a song at the beginning, but it's quick. It's like a minute or two. I don't mind that. But when it's like 10 minutes, I'm like, oh my God. So I literally just leave people's chats for 10 minutes and come back. Because I'm like, I don't need to hear, this song for 10 minutes. Like, I just don't. Yeah, she either canceled it or made it private. I wait until they start. I'm not sitting through anyone's long-ass intro. See? I think a lot of people feel like that. What the fuck? So wait a second. She ended it already? Dude. Dude, it's so weird because they're fresh start. It's almost like they're doing something else and then they're typing in here. It just seems so odd. So odd. She probably ended it because I have it up on my screen. She's going to wait until I end my live and then she'll go live. If that's the case, she'll end it, which I'm going to end it anyway. I do have to go. It's already 12:14 and I already went a little later than I planned on. Flashing lights. What channel is she on? She's on the sit the fuck down or shut the fuck up, whatever it is. And listen. Yeah. See, look, it's not loading. So she must have. Look, she canceled it. Ooh, that scared the shit out of me. Yeah. She had to start a new one. That's great. It's live now. Oh, all right. Well, I got to get off of here. So, and you notice fresh start's gone, guys. So weird. Where? I will get it out of my throat. All right. I really do have to get off of here. But I will see you guys next time. I do have to get off of here. Sorry. I wish I could stay alive with you guys, but I just can't today. I got things to do.
I will see you guys some other time. I hope you guys all have a good weekend. I probably won't see you during the weekend. So have a great weekend. Okay. Again, trying to get that thing out of my throat. At least I don't do what Laura does. Oh my God. Okay. I compare myself to her. Okay, great. I don't care what you say. All right. Fuck off, fresh start, you fucking troll ass bitch. All right, bye.